It's Friday. It's Mark Pyers. I was walking down the road today, looking for another way to ease my mind and help my living. It's Real Talk. It's the daily variety show, Mark Pyers' Real Talk. I'm here to connect with you. I'm here to amplify your current state. And I'm here on day 551 in a row on the Real Talk program. So head over to YouTube, subscribe and dig the bell. We're going to get into it tonight. It's Friday night, and we have a lot planned. What do we have planned, Mark? Well, really nothing. We're just going to go live for a few hours, and we'll see what happens. Sometimes the magic will take place. And actually, every day, magic takes place on this show, because we live in the moment. Hammerl and Jameson will be by this evening. Donald Trump is calling in to apologize. You're probably saying, apologize about what? Well, he started a show, and he didn't, consult with me first. And I'm a little upset about that, because honestly, he got the idea from me. Uh-oh, hold on. There we go. Gets the idea from me, and he's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to start a show. Actually, he probably said it more like, I'm going to start a program where I could talk the way I talk. I'm going to say what the world won't say about Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. All right, so I'm just getting onto our platforms real quick. Give me a moment. And then I'll play you guys our first bit of the evening. All right, we're good. So what are you guys up to? What's the word out there this Friday? I got some crazy stories for you for the Hammer Jam. And it's unbelievable what's going on. Again, they're trying to get us with the shock and awe. Like that this newest coronavirus strain is stronger than the rest. Okay, really? What else are we going to do? It's unbelievable. The fear-mongering is just continuing on a daily basis. So I got a couple stories for Mr. Hammerlin Jameson to rip the lid off of. And I think we should get that Trump call in. And let's just see what it's about. I have no idea what it's about. You know, Trump, sometimes he calls and he's just... It's a little weird, let's be honest. Donald, are you there?
Mark, how...
That's not it. Donald! Are you there, Donald?
Mark, how are you?
Hey, Donald.
Look, I just wanted to touch base. I hope you're not upset with me.
Upset? Why?
I really appreciate you having me on your program. And
of course.
Real Talk gave me the idea for the Donald Trump show. Look, real. We're going to go out there and be real. Yeah. We're going to let it all out for the people.
I did hear that.
And we're 4 episodes in, Mark. I'm not really sure if you've seen it yet.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
You have?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What do you think?
It's phenomenal.
Really?
I love it all.
You like it?
I do, yeah, I do.
Which parts do you like most? Do you like the parts about Biden?
Yeah.
Sleep Sofa Joe, yeah. Or do you like Peloisen?
Love that,
I
too.
did 1 on Peloisen and 3 on Biden so far.
Just keep it coming.
There's so much more on the Sleep Sofa.
I
could probably do another 3 or 4 without even having to search. Joe is kind of a moron. I mean, have you seen some of the footage? He looks like he's a scared old man, wondering if he's about to crap his pants. Look, he even said it. Look, first episode, go watch it, Mark. He says he has to go boom, boom, boom. I said he's got to take a poop-a-doop. It's what it sounded like.
I remember.
Look, I just wanted you to know I will still come on the Real Talk program. Don't worry.
Okay, good.
I know the crowd wants to see Trumper. So I'll be back. I'll be sure to mark off some time in my schedule. You see how I used your name there as a pun? Donald! Well, gotta go now. Melania's calling, Mark.
Okay.
Okay, Mark. I'll see you later. Have a good
Donald.
night.
Have a good night, buddy. Wow. Guys, Donald Trump in the house, huh? It's kind of insane when that happens. He calls in. I just want to make sure that we're rolling on the right thing here. Yeah, we're good. When Donald calls in, sometimes it gets a little wild. If you're on, say hello. The newest and the best form of Real Talk is when we interact. When I see a friend pop on and say, hey, Mark, hey, can you play this tonight? Hey, you ever played this guy? Do you know this artist? And if I don't, I have to write a song in real time by me, but with the name of that song. We've been doing a lot of that lately. It's craziness. I want to share something with you. I have an update. I have an update from yesterday's episode 4. I dropped it on YouTube around 4 hours ago. It's getting some decent play already, which is nice to see. So I'm going to play a song for you, and then we're going to get to that update, okay? The Trump update. I'm going to show you a little something here. Let's see what this BeatSeat's looking like. Yeah. I got me new Pumas on. Look, guys, anybody know somebody who owns Puma? I'd be like, I'll promote you guys. I'll come out here and talk about Puma. I like my Pumas. I know everybody's like, some people are like, I like Nike. I like Adidas. I'm like, you kidding me? It's Puma all the way. My man Dane is in the house. El Dano is in the house, guys, on the tube. Dane, we're about to get into it, brother. I'm so glad to see you. I'm going to play you a song, and then we're going to go over to... we're basically going to go over to play the update of Trump from yesterday. I did a whole new update today. I don't know if you saw it yet. Let's play you a song to get started. It is Friday night, and you know how we like to start it off here on Fridays, guys. We like to start it off a specific way over here, and it's by playing a song. Actually, what we should do if we're going to play that song is we should do a proper introduction by none other than Casey Kasem. Well, you guys remember Casey Kasem, right? Casey Kasem. It's 1983. Lionel Richie. He was dancing on the ceiling, and he was doing it all night long. That's right, Casey Kasem. All Night Long by Mark Byers. And I'm Casey Kasem. That worked. All right, good. Well, my friend, time's come. Raise the roof and have some fun. Throw away work to be done. Let the music play on. Everybody sing, everybody dance. Lose yourself in wild romance. We're going to party, grub, fiesta forever. Go on and sing along. We're going to party, grub, fiesta. Go on, sing along. All night long. All night. All night long. All night. All night long. All night long. People dancing all in the street. See the rhythm all in their feet. Life is good, it's wild and sweet. Let the music play, play, play. Feel it in your heart, feel it in your soul. Let the music take control. We're going to party, liming, fiesta forever. Come on, let's sing my song. All night long. All night. All night long. Whoa. All night long. Oh, all night long. We're gonna party all night long. All night long. All night. All night long. Oh, 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 oh. All night long. man El Dano, American Bandstand. That's right, brother. We're gonna rock and roll we gotta do it. We gotta do it, guys. Listen, if you're on Facebook, head over to YouTube. If you're on Twitch, head over to YouTube. Periscope, head over to YouTube. If you're on D Live, head over to YouTube. Join El Dane over there. We've been capturing a lot of really cool people from D Live. Yesterday was another example of that. And I invited a new friend who came over on Discord. Dano, you were there yesterday too. So I'm going to play you one more quick tune, and then we're going to play that Donald Trump repeat, okay, that replay. This is the BeatSeat, the drum you play with your hands and feet at the same time. You can go to BeatSeat.rocks. I'm going to actually type this in so you guys can see this. www.BeatSeat.rocks. It's the drum you can play with your hands and feet. Yeah, Discord is a thing. You can go and you can kind of email me directly there. We could chat offline. I'm going to also type in something else over here so you guys know how you can support this program while I am here on a nightly basis for the rest of my days. And that's a way to become one of my Patreons. And I've been seeing my man Sig Sauer the other day. I get a little notification. You have a new Patreon. I'm like, what? I got a new patron? What? Cool. And so I sent him a really cool thing. I should play it for you so you guys see. I basically, look, when someone becomes a patron, I make a face swap for that person. Personalized FaceSwap. And it's just my way of saying thank you. But also just it's an opportunity to, to make a moment out of it. Everything in life's a moment. If you make a moment out of it, if you appreciate it. I'm here trying to appreciate every second. Moments are seconds, but most people forget about both. They think about yesterday instead. They think about tomorrow. And they miss all of these real moments, the ones that matter, the ones that you could actually make an impact on your life. No one's paying attention to those. They're distracted by all of the minutia, all of the fake news out there that's intended to distract you from you. I won't let that happen. I'm here to bring it out of you on a nightly basis. Here we go. I'm playing you my song. This is called You. So I walk along this road, this path that you have made, and though fall was settling, the wind began to rain, reflecting thoughts of innocence, no reason to complain. Maybe things will open up, sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. Oh, and this love will guide us through the nights. Our hearts, love burns, deeper love, deeper love. My heart seems to grow when I'm with you. All my troubles seem I'm down to my grave, repeating the same old song, same words. Come on, soothe my soul. Oh, I pray, love. Well, won't you take my hand and outline something new? And baby, things will open up. Sleep in peace, the thoughts of me and you. Oh, and this time we'll sit alone in the candlelight. The wax drops drop, burns our love, binds us down. The wind blows, and the wild chill when you're around. Love is the very word. I'm with you. Oh, oh, oh. trumpet is speaking at Rushmore, I think we should give him a trump. We need a trumpet for trumpet, right? Hold on, let's get the bass in there first. We gotta get a little bass line in there.
Why fight it? This love feels right. Our bodies, they're up as one. Love for our time and say our goodbyes.
Sorry for the super extended version, Mr. Dane. I'm going to play you guys the first update, probably like the first update, I would say, of Trumper. We had one last night. I just didn't like it. I had to edit it today. I changed the whole thing around, people. You ready for it? You ready for round two? Let's see. I'll tell you what. I'm going to share this with a few pages. Ryan, what's up, brother? Ryan, so I hope you had a good interview, brother. I finally got my power back on. And my man Ryan's on. Ryan's on Periscope, which is kind of cool. Follow me on Periscope, brother. I'll follow you back. Periscope is an interesting thing. I noticed some people get like thousands, tens, thousands of people come watch. Sometimes we get hit. I had a couple where I went to a couple hundred, 900, 800, 900 or something like that, which is kind of cool. But I don't have that many followers over there. So anybody who sees me on Periscope, come over to YouTube, but also follow me over on Periscope, just so we're connected. You know what I'm saying? And real quick, what I'm going to do, my man Ryan, how did it go, brother? How was your interview? Guys, remember, support my brother Ryan out there on a mission to release freedom for all of us, essentially, from the internet, from the grips of the internet. You could find him at gofundme.com/f/Facebook. Is it Insider? Send the link over here, brother. Let's put that up here for everybody. And let's do this. I'm going to quickly play something very, very short, and then we're going to go over to this Donald Trump episode 4, which I'm very excited about. Ryan, what kind of music are you into? What do you dig? I'm going to play something by one of your favorite artists, and most likely it's something I've never played, but I'm going to try it. I will try any song you want to hear. I will give it a shot, but I am thinking about playing this just because it's a song everybody knows and it's fire. But let's see. If you ask for something first, I'm going to do it. No, it's not the right version of it. Is this the one? No. I think this may be the version of it right here. I'm going to try this. There we go. This is it right here. Weezer. Okay, so Weezer is going to be like is it more of like a punky sound, right? I don't know what Weezer sounds like, to be honest. I haven't heard in a while. I don't listen to music. It's funny. I always ask people what they like. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to play something that's a vibe of what you're into. Because I've written a couple hundred songs. I was going to play Purple Rain, but you know what I'll do here instead before I do that? Weezer. Let me think about that. So something that's got a little bit more of an edge to it, right? You would say? Okay, something with a little bit of an edge. All right, I got a tune here. This is the first song I ever wrote. How about that one for you? It's called Screaming Her Name Out Loud. Written a couple hundred songs. I wrote this in 1998. Crushing blows with desire into chords of thoughts. Happiness grows when I open up my mind. Answers hidden behind the clearing. Oh, where my angel, she wears her cross. Waiting and waiting, fulfillment to her thoughts. I'm screaming her name out loud, finding her face in every crowd. I'm screaming her name out loud. Whoa. 4 days, 3 nights, my angel will be found. She will be found. these 3 nights, my angel. She will be found. She will be found. Screaming the night alone. First song I ever wrote. This kind of led me to write about 180, 220 more. I don't know. We've written so many songs here on this show. I don't even know what the hell. But that's the first, man. Hopefully you had a chance to check that out, my brother. Screaming her name out loud. So I thought about doing this real quick. If you guys want to see the Donald Trump bit, somebody tell me what they're feeling. This is an unscripted program. I need the vibe to come from you. You need to tell me what you're into. You want to see more? You like that, brother? Thanks, man. Thank you very much. First song I ever wrote, means a lot to me. Now I'm going to try to make Ryan laugh a little here, okay? This is today's Donald Trump bit. It's not Donald Trump bit. This is Donald. Well, let me do this because Ryan he missed the intro. Let's just get this going for you guys.
Mark, how are you?
Donald, how are you?
Look, I just wanted to touch base. I hope you're not upset with me.
About what?
I really appreciate you having me on your program, and
I love you,
Real
Donald.
Talk gave me the idea for the Donald Trump show. Look, real.
figured that.
We're going to go out there and be real. We're going to let it all out for the people.
I get it.
And we're 4 episodes in, Mark. I'm not really sure if you've seen it yet.
No, I have. It's awesome.
Oh,
I love
you
it.
have?
Yeah.
Oh, good. What do you think?
Brilliant. I love what you're
Really?
doing.
You
Yeah,
like it?
I do. I love
Which
it.
parts do you like most? Do you like the parts
Sleep
about
sofa.
Biden?
Yeah,
Sleep sofa? Sleep sofa Joe, yeah.
Sleep sofa Joe.
Or do you like Peloison?
Well, that too.
I did 1 on Peloison and 3 on Biden so far, but
Love 'em all,
there's so
Donald.
much more on the sleep sofa. I could probably do another 3 or 4 without even having to search. Joe is kind of a moron. I mean, have you seen some of the footage?
Yeah,
He
I've
looks
seen it
like he's
all.
a scared old man, wondering if he's about to crap his pants.
He looks
Look,
sick.
he even said it. Look, first episode, go watch it, Mark. He says he has to go boom, boom, boom. I said he's got to take a poop-a-doop.
Oh.
It's what it sounded like.
I did see
Look,
that.
I just wanted you to know I will still come on the Real Talk program. Don't worry. I know the crowd wants to see Trumper.
Of course.
So I'll be back. I'll be sure to mark off some time in my schedule. You see how I used your name there as
I
a
saw
pun?
that.
Well, gotta go now. Melania's calling,
I
Mark.
heard her. Say hi for me.
Okay, Mark. I'll see you later. Have a
right.
good night.
See you, Donald. So, Ryan, that's your Donald called in to apologize. Look, he never apologizes to anybody, so I'm kind of at least honored by that. But let's say this is episode after literally 32 minutes of waiting, if anybody was waiting for this specifically, and I doubt that. But if you were, here's episode 4 of The Donald Trump Show.
It's Hamill and Jameson back with episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you very much for joining me for episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we get back into Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, we've got a lot of clips to get through, so let's get started.
I'm coming directly to you for asking a quick favor.
I can't believe they use this as their pitch on YouTube. I mean, I've come for you to... It sounds like something out of Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Sleep Sofa, are you from a different planet? I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is that comes out of your mouth. Sounds like gobbledygook.
I can hardly wait to debate him on stage. I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back to back. Anyway.
Sleepy. Hello? It's not Chuck, okay? But you have a problem with back-to-back meetings? How do you think you're going to do back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back when you're president? Look, he's gonna have to take a poop-a-doop in between, remember?
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know,
I guess,
Donald
but
Trump
I
was
really
asked
wish
on.
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't.
You know, I feel kind of bad for Sleep Sofa. I mean, he looks like he's going to cry. He's like an old puppy dog whining for a bowl of milk. Look, Sleep Sofa, I'm sorry. You know, you have to act confidently if you're going to be president of the United States.
I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway.
This is your brain on drugs. That's right. Any questions?
I would see to it immediately moving toward, we're in fact in a position now that if in fact we dealt with mitigation across the board, just what we did in the last administration and before, leading to a standard that we provide efficiency for appliances.
Have you ever seen that scene in Scanners? It kind of reminds me, like, I wonder if they're going to do, you know how they keep doing, like, oh, we're doing Jaws over. You think they'll do Scanners over and maybe have Sleep Sofa Joe in his, like, one of the lead characters? I would watch that, even though he makes me want to fall asleep.
I'm ready on day one after more than 3 years in office. Why isn't Donald Trump ready? Mr. President, wake up.
Can you believe that? Did he really just say for me to wake up? Is this Pinocchio and Geppetto is in the background pulling strings? Because it doesn't even look like he's alive. I feel so bad for this guy. I'm going to demolish him when we get into a debate. I mean, honestly, he doesn't even know who the hell he is. And you guys are going to vote for this guy? He's up by how many points? I mean, what the? He can't even speak, people. He said he's going to beat himself. Did you see that one? This is Sleep Sofa Joe saying how he's going to beat himself.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Well, let's hear that one more time. Joe, can you do that one more time for us?
I'm going to beat Joe Biden. I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Look, I think that's a good place for us to call it a day. He's going to beat himself. I guess I should just hang back and maybe let him fall on the sword. He may walk outside to get the mail and forget to put his pantalones on. Could be a problem. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on the next Trump show. That's right. Have a good night.
I don't know, guys. It's the 4th episode. Now, I did something. I'm not sure if I should do this yet. I put all 4 of them together, okay? I got all 4 of them together now, and it's almost 15 minutes long. It's 14 minutes and change. Cut out the endings, so it's just one on top of the next, the first 4 episodes. Should I release all 4 episodes in a row, or should I wait until I have like 5 or 6 or 7 or 10 and then release it as like an hour? I feel like an hour is too long. 15 minutes may be perfect. Ryan, what do you think? Should I release the 4-pack as like and do like 4-packs, and every 4 just releases like a full 15 minutes so people can watch those? Because the clips are awesome, but they're pretty funny when they're back to back to back to back. Yeah, the 4 of them. But it's also kind of cool to break them up, right? Playing 15 minutes of it here is a little crazy, but doing them back to back to back is, we'll figure it out. It's an ever-flowing process. But what I will say is this. I'm going to play something that I don't think Ryan has seen, just because I think he'll get a kick out of this one, okay? There was a little while ago, people were talking about, okay, yeah, Ryan thinks 15's good, so I'm going to drop that one, guys. No, we should do. No, I was going to say we could put it together. I could release it, and we could do a premiere here tonight. What is that? Oh, that's my guitar. We could do the premiere during the show like we did last night and watch the 15-minute show. here. Maybe we'll do that later. It's only 11 o'clock and it's Friday. I'm going to play something that I don't think Ryan has seen this yet. Maybe he has. But so anyway, here's the story. Donald Trump got a lot of pressure. This whole thing with George Floyd. And basically the bottom line was, what are you going to do? Everyone wants to defund the police. So Trump had a better idea. Some may say it's a much worse idea. But I don't know. I kind of like it.
Hammer and Jameson in the studio, ripping the lid off. Donald J. Trump putting together an elite task force of special operatives.
Thank you. Thank you. Please take a seat. Thank you so much. I'm here to talk about police reform. Of course, it's the hot topic subject out there, besides the race war, of course. But I thought what we should do is reform the police departments. And we're hiring some heavy hitters to help us on the streets. A couple that you may not know about. As you've heard of Cobra, no doubt. Sylvester Stallone. He'll be coming out of retirement to play Cobra in the United States Police Force. We need to have all kinds of superheroes that are great police, like Dean Cain. Thinking about calling Dean Cain. He played Superman once as well. And also Steven Seagal will be coming out of retirement, taking his ponytail out and pushing people and flipping them over with his Steven Seagalness. And look, I'm thinking about also calling in Chuck Norris because, as you know, he was Walker, Texas Ranger. If we could use Walker, Texas Ranger to maybe help us save the police departments. So we're thinking maybe, I know we had a problem, but I'm thinking about calling up Arnold Schwarzenegger, kindergarten cop. That's right. He's a very, very gentle police officer. Also, we're hiring Peter Weller. That's right, RoboCop. We figure maybe we could get RoboCop out there to start fielding some criminal activity. He doesn't see color. RoboCop does not see color. He sees crime. So I'm thinking about bringing RoboCop on and making lots of RoboCops. Look, it's 2020. Why don't we have RoboCop 2020? Peter Weller edition. I already called him. I already called Peter Weller.
You called Weller?
Yeah, that's right. RoboCop. No racism here. It's RoboCop. He sees crime. RoboCop only sees crime. Everybody's talking about race all of a sudden. You know you had a president for 8 years. That was black, right? Nobody wants to talk about that. All of a sudden we're racist again.
It's just the media makes everybody racist. You know that, right? If you actually had a conversation with people, you'd find there's very few racist people. You know, we've all grown up. At least you think. You'd expect people to grow up. But sometimes they don't. I'm going to play you something else here. The Hits with Norm. This was good.
Yeah, so I took that job with Donald Trump, right? Yeah. And he says, hey, give me some funny. So, hey, how about calling it the Fluhan? Hey, you really like that. Hey, and then I said, I got another. And so I said, how about you call him President G-Hole?
Hey, yeah, I love having Norm on the show. I'd love to have Norm on. I bet you he would come on the show. He's a cool dude. Norm is like one of my favorite people. And it would be pretty sweet to have him on. But who knows? Look, I'll just keep going until one day I meet the dude. That's what happens. Someday you just keep going and then, okay, oh, wow, okay, how you doing over there? Oh, it's Al Pacino. I was about to play a Pacino bit. I think we should do is play a Dr. Evil bit. These are some of the best. This one especially is probably my favorite. Right here.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Bill, it's Dr. Evil.
Oh, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you?
I'm doing great, Bill.
So glad to get you on the line again.
I think it's about time we release our secret weapon. Can you get him on the line, number 2?
Dr. Evil. Call on the evil monitor.
Dr. Fauci. It's Dr. Evil.
Hello, Dr. Evil.
Look, Fauci, we need you to continue pushing the narrative. If we want them to take the vaccine, they need to be scared.
We need the public to believe that they're in danger. And the only one who's in control of that right now is Dr. Fauci.
Well, we have to be very careful. Can't let the president know what we're doing. Look, we need to continue to push fear. If we want them to take the vaccine, we're going to have to pretend that they need it.
So I'm going to get onto every network station, and I'm going to continue to push the narrative.
I'm thinking about deploying the murder hornets.
We should probably be searching for a murder hornet vaccine as we speak.
This sounds like a great idea, Dr. Fauci. Get on it, and I'll see you guys soon. Just remember, keep me apprised. Wait, no, hold on, I'm not done.
We're going to have to continue to act stealth with this mission.
One more thing. Don't forget our mantra. We all need vaccines.
That we all need vaccines. And I will eventually take over the world.
If you don't think that Bill Gates wants to take over the world, or at least try to control the world into some sort of utopian environment that he sees in his mind, you've got something coming to you. I mean, why would this guy spend billions of dollars in research on vaccines? He has no qualifications at all. Oh, I created computers, software. You created software. You didn't even make the computers. You made the freaking software that the computers run on. So because you could design a program that people can go and search whatever and apps to work on, you can somehow become, some virologist. You're a creep. Creepy Bill Gates, I'll tell you. Ryan agrees. He's a creep. We might as well play episode 3 of it because it only gets better. It only gets better. How do I know that? I don't know. I just know. I think I saw it here. Let me just make sure. For some reason, I didn't pull it over to the other. Where are you, Dr. Evil? Maybe I did. Hold on. Alright, maybe it is here. Oh, it's in this foil. Alright, here we go. This is going to be... Is this where I found it? No, I can't find it. Maybe I shouldn't play it. And now that I say that, I'm going to run across it. Here we go. Found it. I'm not sure that's the right... Now that I say that, I think it's supposed to be there. It's supposed to be... I'm doing this one for you. Dude, no way. You watching on your Xbox? Or are you switching to play Xbox? I would be switching to play Xbox too. But I haven't done that in a very long time. This is the final version of it.
Number 2, get me Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Dr. Evil. Bill Gates is on the evil monitor.
Well, hi, Dr. Evil. How are you? So glad to speak to you. I'm just here talking to the press right now. Is there something I could do for you? Oh, Donald, I'm sorry. This is actually a pocket dial. I'm going to have to call you back. Okay, Dr. Evil. Number 2! That was too freaking close, number 2.
I'm sorry, Dr. Evil. Bill Gates on the evil monitor.
Hi, Bill. It's Dr. Evil. How are you? Hi, Dr. Evil. How are you?
I'm good, Bill. Are we still on track to take over the world?
So Dr. Fauci went on the front lines again today and told people they need to do even more extensive social distancing. They need to stay away from each other more. We have to develop the vaccine before too many people die, and then we won't be able to make all of that money. And what does Fauci have to say about it? I'm going to try to get Dr. Fauci on right now. Dr. Fauci, are you there?
Bill, how are you?
It's Bill and Dr. Evil, and he's on the Evil monitor with us.
Dr. Evil.
Gentlemen, the fear-mongering's not working. You're going to have to find a different strategy.
I'm getting very nervous about this, Dr. Evil. I think I may back out of this entire thing. If we don't bring the vaccine to market next week, I'm out.
Take a breath real quick, Dr. Fauci, because we're almost there. All right, we put all the money out there. We have the patents, and we have everybody at home right now. So all you have to do is continue the narrative.
The president is starting to become suspicious of Fauci.
Dr. Fauci, we really need you to come through for us here.
Look, the president is smarter than he pretends to be.
Fauci, failure is not an option here.
I'm sorry, gentlemen, but I will not take a fall for two megalomaniacs.
Okay, I think I've heard enough. Excuse me. Yes, release the murder hornets. Yes, Bill Gates' house and Dr. Fauci's. That's right. Yep, thank you. Okay, yep, fantastic. I'm sorry, gentlemen. I just can't stand you anymore.
My man JT, what's going on, buddy? JT, look, I'm there speaking to the people. I'm letting them know that we've been winning Big League. We're going to take China down. I'm going to look at President Xi right in the face, right, in those two eyeballs. And I'm going to say you're a Xi-hole. That's right. He's a Xi-hole, JT. President Xi-hole, we call him. So, just keep that in mind, that we're going to take the Xi-hole down. Okay? Winning Big League, remember.
So I have another face swap for you guys. What I'm going to do is this. Let me just make sure this is not set up incorrect.
Mark.
Okay, yeah, that is. So here's the deal. I'm going to play you something here. I will see if you'll enjoy it. Okay, Hammer Jam. I'm actually thinking, because Ryan hasn't met Hammerlin yet, what I'm going to do is play a bit here that you guys may have seen. This is Biden and his Aunt Tifa. Have you guys seen this? This is kind of a big deal. Although this isn't the right version. I wish I had uploaded the right version for you guys, because this one, I edited it. After this one, I edited it, and it was much better afterwards. So let's do this one, just to show you a little something, then we'll have Hammer Jam come out here, okay? How about this, when Trump had his book presser? Do you guys remember this one? I do. It's the weirdest thing. Everything's kind of out of whack here. You know, I got a better idea. We'll do the George Soros on the Dr. Evil program. If we were able to find that either. Here we go. Dr. Soros. One of my favorites. Because Palpatine comes in.
Ladies and gentlemen, the scene is set. Number 2.
Dr. Evil. Vladimir Putin's on the phone.
Dr. Evil, it's Vladimir. We have the news.
Well, it's really good to have you on the line, Vladimir. I'm so glad that our plan is working.
Right now is good mission. It's an American run.
Look, all I want you to know, Vladimir, is that we have to put the pressure on. More cities.
They riot in the street. Good.
Now to part 2, our secret weapon. You know who I'm talking about. Let's get him on the line.
Dr. Evil. George Soros is on the line.
George.
Dr. Evil.
What's the deal?
Can I play too?
What you got going on over there? Give us the scoop.
I want to play.
Let me put you on speaker. Yep, here we go. What do you got, George?
I'll put money in as well, and we could take over the solar system.
We have to find a way to stabilize Donald Trump as well.
Bring Trump Walker to me. I will turn him,
Or I will destroy him.
It's Hammerlin Jameson, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out on the ham, jam. Thank you, ma'am. It's Hammerlin Jameson. I'm here to rip the lid off the fake news. And we're live here on the Real Talk program, as we have been since the Inquisition, I would say. I'm trying to fix the screen over here. Look, every screen has its own little, zhuzh you gotta give. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, Hammer Jam's just trying to line it up over there. That's much better. Look, I got a couple stories for you guys today, and I think it's important. It wasn't that great. Ryan really likes the one with Soros where he becomes Palpatine. I was just watching the guy for the first time, Ryan, I gotta tell you, and I looked at him, and first of all, he looks like, you ever played the game Frogger when we were kids? He kind of looks like Frogger. From 8-bit back in the day Activision. I think that was maybe even something called Atari 2070. Frogger. And that's George Soros walking down the road, Frogger. I'm hoping he gets run over by one of those. He's trying to leap past the truck, and it just runs him over, splat. Gotta go back to the beginning. So anyway, Hammer Jam. I look at him, and I said, this guy, he looks like Frogger. But then I heard him speak. When I heard him speak, I thought about cheese graters going down his throat, first of all. Secondly, I said, geez, doesn't he sound just like Palpatine? I think he sounds like the Emperor from Star Wars. Well, that was the end of it, Ryan. We just went down there, and we created a little something, showing you that George Soros is really Emperor Palpatine in disguise. He also may have been wearing the Jabba the Hutt outfit during the filming of that scene as well. Although they didn't have an outfit. They just said, George, stand in place. We'll put hair on you at the end. We're going to make some weird thing come off of you. And that's it. We don't need any... Look, they came over there. So do we need any makeup on this guy? Should we give any makeup to this guy over here? They said no makeup needed. Just shoot him. Shoot him raw. That shot of Jabba the Hutt, it's just a clean shot of George Soros. No makeup. And no special effects either. None. They said, just take your shirt off, buddy, and sit there and eat grapes. Can you do that for us? Just sit there, and we're going to feed you grapes. I want you to just stand there, okay? And every once in a while, go like this, my bookie. And we'll change your voice. That's the only thing we'll do is make your voice just a little bit nicer, really. Your voice sounds like crap, so we're going to make it a little nicer so we can kind of tolerate the Jabba, okay? Look, this is the Hammer Jam thank you, Hammer. Okay, you got to understand, I'm here to rip the lid off the fake news. Some people don't realize that George Soros played multiple parts in Star Wars. You wouldn't know unless you tuned into the Real Talk program and happened to catch the Hammer Time segment. But that's what we're doing here. Look, let's get a little else. And look, these stories are phenomenal. I always have to say that. Here we go. Number one, Trump has a plan to stay in the White House if he loses the election. Now, this I've never heard of in my life. But let's see what this fake news is about. Rip the lid off of it. I got the story over here. Hammerlin's going to read it for you verbatim. We're going to just go down the line over here. President Trump is scheming to retain power of the event of an electoral loss in November, according to a former senator from Colorado. Tim Worth published an op-ed, that's an opinion piece if you don't understand, in Newsweek, where he lays out his theory, apparently inspired in his part by HBO's adaptation of Philip Roth novel, The Plot Against America, which I have not seen, people, so Hammer Jam can't give you the full scoop without ripping the lid. The former Democratic senator, I'm sorry, hold on, can we go backwards? The former Democratic senator, hold on one more time. The former Democratic senator, one more time.
The former Democratic senator begins with an allegation that Mr. Trump will attempt to retain power through voter suppression. Mr. Worth alleges there's a strategy to suppress voter turnout by purging voters, especially inner-city voters, from registration rolls to suppress mail-in voting. Hello, I'm sorry, they want a mail-in vote. This guy over here, that sounds good. Look, I just opened up one over here. Oh, look, Jed Phillips. That's great. Let's call it for Bad and for Sleep Sofa Joe. Jed Phillips. Ding, ding, ding. Hello. Yes, we have some information for you. Jed Phillips actually died in the Battle of Hiroshima. Just got a Biden vote. How do I find his vote now? It's somewhere in the pile. I can't even find the vote any longer. It's now for Sleep Sofa Joe Biden. So this is nothing but fraught with problems over here. Mr. Worth's allegations that there's been an effort under Republican-led states to remove people from the voter roll is accurate. Hold on a second. I'm going to see who wrote this real quick. Oh, The Independent. Not so independent. Anyway, listen, so bottom line, according to data compiled by Mother Jones, between 2016 and 18, more than 17 million names have been removed from the voter rolls. I'm sorry, Hammer Jam just kind of got to jump in here and rip the lid off the fake news. But from 16 to 18, 17 million people came off the voter rolls. I'm pretty sure there were lots of these. Well, Jed Phillips in the Hillary Clinton category during the 2016 elections. So I'm sure they had people saying, look, we're not going to allow it to happen again. I'm pretty sure if you go all the way up to the top, you go up to the tip of the top, you're going to find a guy who says, look, we're not going to have any voter fraud. Next time round, it will be real votes, okay? I don't want Jed Phillips coming in and putting a vote in each state for Sleep Sofa Joe. We can't do that, people. We have to retain our power. That's right. It's American power. Everyone's talking about, oh, white supremacy. I'm an American supremacist. Deal with it, people. I'm supreme about America. Are you American? Okay, then you're supreme. You are the supreme. Oh, are you white, yellow, green, yellow, brown? What color are you? Oh, good, okay. What color are you? Where are you from? Oh, you're from Boston. That's in America. You're an American. I'm an American supremacist. That's right. Winning big league. Americans. All across the board. All shades. All colors. All creeds. All religions. All faiths. You believe in God? You believe in Allah? You believe in Gaia? What do you believe in? Look, we're fine with it here in America. Now, you won't hear that on fake news. What you'll hear is this. Allah, Christians, are a bit of bad. And they put all the words, they cut them together and make Trumper look really bad. But I'm telling you the truth, okay? That all of those people could come here and be fine. Just don't riot and take down statues, break windows, disrespect the flag. This is America, okay? If you don't like it, you can get the hell out of here. That's right. We don't need people who don't appreciate the country. Look, Hammer Jam's just laying out for you. That's what probably would happen. That's probably what would happen if Donald J. Trump was going to just jump in and say something. But look, I digress. I'm going to go back to the story real quick. Just going to tell you one thing, okay? These people are full of crap. Okay, Hammer Jam's telling you we're ripping the lid. We're not just ripping the lid, Ryan. What we do is we actually drop the hammer and then rip the lid back. We got to do it. Ryan, I gotta tell you, look, I appreciate you, okay? I'm here just trying to make people smile through all this garbage darkness we're living through, and it's important for me to let it out. You gotta let it out. And Hammer Jam came out of nowhere. I mean, honestly, he started doing introductions for the Donald, and at a certain point, I realized I had an extra mustache. I got an extra mustache. We got to figure out what the hell to do with it. So now Hammer Jam's just here on a daily, dropping some truth. We're here to rip through the garbage that CNN, the Communist News Network, and MSNBC, which I know there's a funny one that Donald calls it. I can't remember. but it's not a good one. It's not good. Everything they say about them is terrible because it's true. Guys, we're living in a world of fake news. But I'll tell you one thing. If you tune in every night to the Real Talk program, Hammer Jam's going to be there to drop the hammer and rip the lid off the fake news. Let's get to the next story over here. This one's just as good as the last. Got to say that, of course. Current dominant strain of COVID-19 more infectious than original study. Oh, hold on a second. So we're all kind of getting back to work. We're all feeling kind of good. And all of a sudden they're like, well, there's a worse strain out there. Just get ready for it, people. You're going to get it. You're going to die. Everybody who gets it dies, okay? The mortality rate is 99.999%. Look, it just happens. You get it, you die. At least that's the way that makes it seem to me. Look, Hammer Jam's walking down the street with his gas mask on. I'm looking at people like they're the enemy. I'm like, what are you doing? I'm calling numbers. Look, this guy's not wearing his mask over there. Come on over, let's arrest him. That's the hammer. Okay, we got to drop the hammer on anybody who's not going to wear a mask because the masks do so much. They do so much. Did you see what happened the other day? I'm not really sure if this is still here, but we had a situation come about where basically, if I could figure out where the hell I have this.
Ladies and gentlemen, get me Bill Gates.
I just wanted to touch base. I hope you're not upset with me. I really appreciate you having me on your program.
Okay, Dad.
Real Talk gave me the idea for the...
Okay, I got to find this for you. I just broke out of Hammer Jam. Sorry about that. Look, you got to get back into it, Mark, okay? Hammer Jam, thank you, ma'am. I can't find the clip, guys. Bottom line was there was a Twitter seed where, and I got this from Dagger. I'm not sure if Dagger's around tonight. It doesn't look like it. But Dagger sent me over, or may have been Sig, actually, sent me over a video of Dr. Franchi, and he's there in the courtroom. He's about to speak, and he sees, he takes his mask off, and he's just sitting there kind of chuckling. And I think he's saying, these stupid people wearing the mask, I told them 3 months ago, did nothing to stop the contraction of the coronavirus. But they'll keep wearing them and selling them to you. Hammerlin's just telling you what's going down. Jay, how are you, bud? Jay, 1,247% Hammer Jam's here to rip the lid off the fake news. And we got to get back to it. So, Jay, do me a favor. And also, Massey, head over to YouTube, subscribe and ding the bell. And we're all going to try to connect on YouTube daily basis, get through the garbage, okay? I told you November 4th is going to be birds chirping. You're going to walk outside, and everyone's going to be like, it's what happened? The apocalypse is over? Yep, it's over. It was just a charade. This entire year is going to be hell. Just telling you. You think the race war is the end of it? No, there's something beyond. That's right. And then there's something beyond that. Until November 4th. They're like, let's get back to normal. What's coronavirus? I don't know. Just take this. We've had something the whole time. I keep hearing something as well. Hammerlin trying to rip the lid off of what's really going down. But that the coronavirus is actually a bacteria. Somebody tell me if this is correct. But in Italy, they did an autopsy. They found out this blood was coagulating, which basically means it's a bacteria affecting the blood. And that's why people can't breathe. However, that could be fake news. I'm not sure. Maybe Ryan could tell if it's real or not. Or if maybe it's I don't know. But look, we're here to get to the bottom of it. Hammer Jam, let's get back to it. Hold on 1 second, people. There we go. Current dominant strain. I'm going to stay in for another 4 years, apparently, because of this dominant strain. Hammer Jam. Just getting to the real news somehow within the fake news. Okay, this is a very interesting one we're going to get onto as well. Here we go. If Christopher Columbus was a cruel racist, then how could anyone revere the brutal Che Guevara? Let's see, Miami isn't just the so-called capital of Latin America. It's also a top dance floor for Latin American hypocrisies, right-footed or left-footed. And we've watched a dazzling performance of that South Florida fandango during the anti-racism protests by folks who would want to dance around the truth about Christopher Columbus and Che Guevara. When I lived in Mexico City in the 1990s, every October 12th, commemorating the day Columbus ran into the Bahamas on his way to Asia. Guys, the story's about as interesting as Joe Biden. We're going to pass on the story, and let's move on to the next one. Bottom line, why does anybody care about any of these stupid people if they're not going to be caring about human race? This is an interesting one. I just wanted to share it real quick because apparently James Carville still means something. I don't know what the hell he does mean. Carville says that there's a significant chance Trump drops out of the presidential race. Isn't that how he talks, James Carville? I'm pretty sure that if Hammer Jam was to watch and pull up a James Carville clip right now, he would say something like, there's a pretty significant chance that Trump's going to drop out of the presidential race. That's probably what he would sound like. Democratic strategist predicts Republican senators like Mitch McConnell, that's not his name, and Lindsey Graham will turn on Trump after Labor Day. Interesting. I love all of these conspiracy op-eds. I gotta tell you something, guys. All these people are out of their minds. Donald Trump's gonna win 17 more elections. He's gonna win until 2074. He's gonna be like, they're gonna put the guy in the grave. Like, can you still be president? Can you still rule from the grave? How are you doing over there? How's it going on the other side? Can you rule from there? Is that possible? Because they want to follow you. Now, bottom line, guys, if you look at the facts, a lot of good things have happened, but I said this yesterday, the Hammer Jam was trying to let you know, there's been so much negativity thrown on positivity. Just think about that statement for one moment. A lot of negativity thrown on to positivity and dulling the positivity. In fact, most of the negativity is so dark you can't even see through the atmosphere to see the light. The bottom line, the Hammer Jam's here to rip the lid off, okay? You got to get to the positivity and understand when 7 million people come off of food stamps, that's a positive. When you have the lowest unemployment in history, that's a positive. When Hammer Jam's not paying $4.73 for a gallon of gasoline, that's a positive. But when you start throwing your gasoline on top, the crap, on top of all that good stuff, people start saying stuff like, hey, let's vote the sleep so fund. Hey, let's vote the guy who doesn't even know how to say 3 words before saying, who am I? Where the hell am I? Look, we're going to get to something again real quick. I might as well show it to you. Hammer Jam's here to spread the real talk word at the same time. And guys, the bottom line is this. We have a little something today. It's the newest cleaned up episode, I would say, of a day. I'm actually thinking we should play all 4, but this is today's Trump show number 4. Could you do a Columbo detective impersonation? Columbo. Let me say about Columbo. Columbo. Yeah. Hammer Jam's trying to think about it, trying to hear it. All I got to do is hear it. Okay, Ryan, let me do this for you. I'm going to pull up some Columbo tonight after the show's over. Tomorrow night, Saturday Night Live, day 552 in a row. Hammerlin's going to come out here and do some Columbo for you. That's right. Going to do some Columbo. This is basically like an Anchorman, is I guess what you'd say with Hammer Jam. It's kind of like an Anchorman. It's a radio guy, Hammerlin. But then when we had the drop of the hammer ripping the lid off, that just kind of happened during a show. And I'm going with it, people. I made a background. I'm not even sure if you see this over here. But you could actually, if you see this over there, you could send your hot tips to venmo.com/Hammerlin. Hammerlin will go buy a bottle of scotch, and he's going to drink it to the skull. Okay, I'm taking it to the head. Look, you got to understand. Hammerlin Jameson. You hear my last name? Jameson. Hammerlin Jameson. That's right, my great-great-grandmother's uncle's sister's cousin was the founder of Jameson. I love it. Send a case in. I'm happy to drink it here. Just send it to P.O. Box Real Talk 12345. Hammerlin. Okay, look, I gotta play you something here. We're gonna start from episode 1. We're going from 1 to 4. Bottom line, guys, this is the Donald J. Trump Show. You're gonna hear a Hammer Jam introduction on each one of these. Here we go. I appreciate you guys, Ron. You met Hammerlin. Drop the hammer. Rattle the lid off of it. It's Hammerlin Jameson, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham jam bam. Thank you, man. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night on Hammer Time. That's right. Every night on the Hammer Jam. Hammerlin. I'll see you guys tomorrow. This is a little Donald J. Trump episode 1. Hammerlin Jameson introducing episode 1 of the Donald J. Trump Show.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering, because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust.
Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing this for years. He's a creeper. And we're going to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little girl. Honestly, I'm a little worried about that little girl. Sleep Sofa Joe has been doing all kinds of racist things for years. I'm just going to show you a few of the clips. Take a look at this one, for example.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Look, I'm surprised you guys are fine with hearing Joe Biden say you need an Indian accent in order to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I've been to Dunkin' Donuts many times. I don't have an Indian accent. But let's continue on. I have a lot more to play for you. Now check out this clip, for example.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Racist Joe strikes again. Poor kids are just as talented and bright as white kids? What does that even mean? This is getting good, guys. What's next?
Play the radio. Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Really, Joe? That's a good idea. We'll get the record player out. How about we go and actually light a fire and we do smoke signals? How about that? What do we have next from Sleep Sofa Joe?
Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
The question is, do you know the thing, Joe? Do you know the thing, Sleep Sofa Joe? The thing, Joe, is that we are all created equal. That's right. God is the creator of all, not Satan and your adrenochrome. Okay, let's get one more at least. How about one more?
I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Did Sleep Sofa Joe just say he has to go do a poop-a-doop? I think he said it right in front of his crowd. I would never say that right in front of my crowd. If I'm going to take a poop-a-doop, I'm doing it on my own time, not in front of people. I don't know. It's a little weird there. Look, let's give him a chance to redeem himself. One more, okay?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Wow. Really? Look, I'm not sure what else to say after watching that ridiculousness. But that Sleep Sofa Joe, are you going to vote for that guy? How about you? Look, if that's the case, this world's crazy.
Look, he doesn't play around, guys. That's episode 1 of the Donald Trump Show. What do you guys think? You ready for episode 2? We're going to go through all 4 of them real quick. I want you to see them back to back so you can get a feel because they all tie in. Here's number 2.
It's Hammerl and Jameson introducing Donald Trump for episode 2 of The Trump Show.
Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me on episode 2 of the Donald Trump Show. We're going to continue digging deeper into Joe Biden, his mental state, and whether or not he falls asleep on camera. So let's get into it. Here's a couple of clips from earlier today. We're going to get into it now. Here we go.
Campaigning from home about Biden hiding in his cellar. Well, the truth of the matter is over 200 million people have watched me on television, and they've watched, and the more of that,
No, keep going, Joe. You're doing great. Doing fantastic, yes. No, we're really thrilled. I'm sure 200 million people really enjoyed watching the Sleep Sofa. Look, I could take a nap on my own sleep sofa. I don't need to watch you while I do it, unless they were trying to fall asleep quicker. Maybe instead of reading, they said, well, if I watch Biden, I could fall right to sleep. Okay, let's see what's next.
I've been down to Virginia. I've been around the country, but I do it responsibly and I don't hold rallies because it is the reason why we're in such trouble by not listening to the experts and the scientists about social distancing and wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house.
Wait, let me get this straight. So the scientists and doctors tell us to wear masks, but the moment you leave the house, you don't wear your mask? Sleep Sofa, I'm pulling a little fake news on you right now. Just check the real footage.
And wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house. I never fail to do.
See? And Trump will play it for you because I think you still look like an idiot. Okay, what else we got?
That's who we are. That's how my great-great-grandfather, four greats back got here. He got in a coffin ship on the Irish Sea, never knowing whether he was going to make it, and he made it to the United States of America in 1848 when the British were, anyway.
The British were coming. Look, it's like Paul Revere. No, finish it up, Joe. What were you saying when the British were coming? Is that your grandfather was part of the crew? Is your grandfather a redcoat? What are we talking about here? I'm trying to figure out what the hell Joe is talking about. My grandfather, and when the British, he said, and then he stopped himself. I think he was about to say when the British were coming. Anyway, look, as long as Joe continues to stay in his basement and he won't debate me, I'm going to have the Trump Show continue. So till tomorrow, have a good night.
So those are the first 2 episodes, and I see my man Dag on, I see Paul on. I'm loving it. You guys are awesome. I'm glad you're here because we're about to play episodes 3 and 4. I'm going to do something real quick because you just joined the show. This happened today as kind of an intro, okay? I'm going to just give you an idea. 1 if they land, 2 if by Joe Biden's. Check this one out. Ready? This was earlier today, actually. Yeah, check this out. This happened earlier today. You guys missed this early on in the show. I'm just going to replay it for you. Donald, are you there?
Mark, how are you?
Hey, Donald.
Look, I just wanted to touch base. I hope you're not upset with me.
Upset about what?
I really appreciate you having me on your program, and
I love
Real Talk gave me the idea for the Donald Trump Show. Look,
yeah.
real. We're going to go out there and be real.
I know.
We're going to let it all out for the people. And we're 4 episodes in, Mark. I'm not really sure if you've seen it yet.
Oh, I've seen it all. It's awesome.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
I love it.
What do you think?
It's so good.
Really?
Yeah.
You like it?
I do. I love what you're doing.
Which parts do you like most? Do you like the parts about Biden? Sleep Sofa? Sleep Sofa Joe, yeah.
Sofa Joe.
Or do you like Poison?
Well, I like
I did one on
Pelosi, too.
Pelosi and 3 on Biden so far, but there's so much more on the sleep sofa. I could probably do another 3 or 4 without even having to search. Joe is kind of a moron. I mean, have you seen some of the footage? He looks like he's a scared old man, wondering if he's about to crap his pants. Look, he even said it. Look, first episode, go watch it, Mark. He says he has to go boom, boom, boom. I said he's got to take a poop-a-doop. Yep. It's what it sounded like. Look, I just wanted you to know I will still come on the Real Talk program. Cool. Don't worry. I know the crowd wants to see Trumper.
They do.
So I'll be back. I'll be sure to mark off some time in my schedule. You see how I used your name there as a pun? Well, gotta go now. Melania's calling, Mark.
Oh, yeah. I see.
Okay, Mark. I'll see you later. Have a good night.
See you, Donald. So, guys, that was Donald calling in. And so Paul and Dagger, I just wanted you guys to see that. That happened as kind of an intro to this 4th episode, which you're going to see in a couple minutes, okay? But right now, here's number 3. This is Donald Trump, episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. This one is titled...
It's Hamill and Jameson. Donald J. Trump back with episode 3 of the Trump Show.
I want to thank you for joining me on episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Today, we talk about poison. That's right. Don't drink the poison. It's going to kill many people more than coronavirus. Yeah, poison. That's right. Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm sorry. Some people don't know that we do call her poison. Let's take a look at this clip here. I want you to hear what she has to say.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's be honest, Nancy, you know nothing about politics. And wrap-up smear? Really? That's what you've been doing to me? Sounds like something you got from your OBGYN. But whatever.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
I'm sorry, Nancy, can you say that one more time? What was that?
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Look, she's creating fake news. She told the reporters, you create a story. Let's get back to this clip.
And then you write it.
Can you freaking believe this?
Unless they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
You write the story after we report the falsehoods, and it becomes a validated story by the news, by you, the fake news garbage.
It's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Also, when she says merchandising it, who is she, Mel Brooks from Spaceballs? Spaceballs the flamethrower. Yeah, okay, poison, whatever.
Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. It's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You see there, she says it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Trump since he came down the escalator. Well, I have to tell you that I'm happy that I found out about this poison. Now I can put all of my efforts towards taking you down to Chinatown. That's right. We will drain poison and Schumer from the swamp.
That's official. Those are the first 3 guys. I just heard something amazing. Paul said today that Sleep Sofa Joe, Dagger and Sleep Sofa Joe are filling me in on a piece of news I did not know about. Let me just get back to the beginning here. This is what I heard. First is what I see this, okay? Paul says, Dementia Joe with a loaded diaper. I'm like, okay. And I didn't see this. I'm in the middle of doing a bit for you guys. And he goes, we've seen those, and I watched them again today. And I was like, oh, you did? Thanks, brother. I'm so glad you saw it. And then he goes, when he said he was Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden today on camera, did you see that? No? Oh, my goodness. So I'm trying to see what the story is. And he says, yep, Dementia Joe called himself his own husband while he was reveling in a loaded Depends. And Dagger said, Biden appeared to suffer another mental malfunction on Friday when he referred to himself as Joe Biden's husband. Oh, my goodness. I'm Joe Biden's husband. Oh, my goodness. Oh, you found it? I'm pulling it. Hold on, guys. I'm pulling it, guys. Here we go. Thank you so much, Dagger. Ready? Let's get to it. Oh, my goodness. This is so awesome. I love you guys. Dagger, you always come through, brother. Joe Biden. I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden. Oh, my goodness. Let's see if we can interact with this thing. Let's see if there's a way we can interact with this and get the get it to play. It's not showing me for some reason. He's out of his freaking mind. Wait till you see, while I try to get this to work, guys. While I try to get this to work, let's do something here. Where's I'm going to play you episode 4. Okay, this is the newest episode. I just dropped this a little while ago. Yeah, see if you can find me a video. So that's just the story. Guys, I can't believe he said that. Episode 4 of the Donald J. Trump Show. This was a finally... Let me make sure I did the right one here. Yeah, this is it. This is it right here. I just dropped this a little while ago.
It's Hammerl and Jameson back with episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show.
Thank you very much for joining me for episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we get back into Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, we've got a lot of clips to get through, so let's get started.
I'm coming directly to you for ask a quick favor.
I can't believe they use this as their pitch on YouTube. I mean, I've come for you to... It sounds like something out of Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Sleep Sofa, are you from a different planet? I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is that comes out of your mouth. Sounds like gobbledygook.
I can hardly wait to debate him on stage. I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back-to-back. Anyway.
Sleepy, hello? It's not Chuck, okay? But you have a problem with back-to-back meetings? How do you think you're going to do back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back when you're president? Look, he's going to have to take a poop-a-doop in between, remember?
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, probably best I don't.
I feel kind of bad for Sleep Sofa. I mean, he looks like he's going to cry. He's like an old puppy dog whining for a bowl of milk. Look, Sleep Sofa, I'm sorry. You have to act confidently if you're going to be president of the United States.
I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway.
This is your brain on drugs. That's right. Any questions?
I would see to it immediately moving toward, we're in fact in a position now that if in fact we dealt with mitigation across the board, just what we did in the last administration and before, leading to a standard that we provide efficiency for appliances.
Have you ever seen that scene in Scanners? It kind of reminds me, I wonder if they're going to do, how they keep doing, we're doing Jaws over. You think they'll do Scanners over and maybe have Sleep Sofa Joe in his, one of the lead characters? I would watch that, even though he makes me want to fall asleep.
I'm ready on day one after more than 3 years in office. Why isn't Donald Trump ready? Mr. President, wake up.
Can you believe that? Did he really just say for me to wake up? Is this Pinocchio and Geppetto is in the background pulling strings? Because it doesn't even look like he's alive. I feel so bad for this guy. I'm going to demolish him when we get into a debate. I mean, honestly, he doesn't even know who the hell he is. And you guys are going to vote for this guy? He's up by how many points? I mean, what the? He can't even speak, people. He said he's going to beat himself. Did you see that one? This is Sleep Sofa Joe saying how he's going to beat himself.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Well, let's hear that one more time. Joe, can you do that one more time for us?
I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Joe Biden. I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Look, I think that's a good place for us to call it a day. He's going to beat himself. I guess I should just hang back and maybe let him fall on the sword. He may walk outside to get the mail and forget to put his pantalones on. Could be a problem. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on the next Trump show. That's right. Have a good night.
Oh my goodness. So that's it right there, guys. That's the first 4 episodes of the Trump show. Okay, let's pull this up. Dagger and Paul both hooked this up for me, but letting me know this is here. Dagger found it. You rock, Dagger. Let's see what this is. Oh my goodness, hold on. Wait, hold on. I gotta get in here. Where is it? We gotta interact here. Ready?
Lily already indicated I'm Joe Biden. Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband.
What?
Joe Biden. Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden. Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden. Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden. Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden. Good afternoon, everyone.
Can I ask you guys something? Daner just told me, because I'm gonna pull that speech. I cannot wait, guys, to watch the speech. But my show is on. I won't ever miss a night for you. I won't ever miss this program out here for you. I'll miss Trump speech. I'll miss something that's entertaining as heck, something that I'm very excited to see, to come out here and put on a show of light for you. I won't ever miss a show. But I'm going to go and check it out later. I'll be using some of that on my show for tomorrow. I check out his, that's where I get everything. Everything I get for these face swaps comes from the daily Trump bits, Okay, let me see. Dagger sent me another clip. Let's see what this is. I'm going to pop this in for you guys. Is this the speech from Trump? Ooh, let's see what Dagger hooked a brother up with. Dagger's your real-time... I call you real-time Dagger. Real-time Dagger. Let's see what real-time Dagger did for us right now. Uh-oh, it's not working. I think I have to refresh the current cache. Let's try it again. Am I getting something wrong? Oh, you know what it is? Hold on. All right, now, here we go. There we go. Ready? Look what real-time Dagger got for us. Hold on a second, guys. Give me a minute. Let me see if I can make this any bigger. No, it's not really one of those things. Let me do this. I'm Sleep Sofa Joe. Come on down. Available in 7 different fabrics. Try the Senator. How about the Hall Monitor? Oh, my goodness. Sleep Sofa Joe.
Look, Sleep Sofa. We're worried about you, Sleep Sofa. You called yourself Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. What does that even mean? I'm Joe Biden.
I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden. Let's watch it again. Hold on. I got to watch it again because it's just insanity what just happened here. There's a YouTube clip. Is this the same thing, Dagger?
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Oh, my goodness. Guys, the craziest thing on these things, he doesn't even realize he does it. Like, we're going to play this because I think it's a better view that Dagger got me for YouTube. Here we go. Ready? Let's do it 1920 by 1280. Ready? Watch this. 1080. I got to do this right for you because I want us to see full screen. Ready? Here we go. This is Sleep Sofa Joe.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
We're watching this full screen twice. 97 times I'm watching this. 104 times. I'll watch this every day for the rest of my life. Are you freaking kidding me right now?
Everyone.
Okay.
As good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone.
Look how he's rocking. Look at him rocking the chair, guys. Ready? Check out the way the dude is rocking in his chair. Holy Sleep Sofa Joe.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Oh, my goodness, guys. He's a creeper. How does he not understand how bad he looks and sounds? He just looks like he's like the guy who's about to literally forget everything. Let's watch this again.
Good afternoon, everyone. As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Oh my goodness. Is anybody else like blown away right now that this is happening, that we're living in this world where he's up? This guy's up? Are you freaking kidding me? This guy's up? Oh my goodness. Can somebody do me a favor? Dagger, real time Dagger. Can you find us right now Trump's speech in real time? Just go back and find me. You're going to have to probably, you know what? Just send me the link and I'll tune it in and I could scroll back to where he started. I want to hear the speech. You know, I want to hear Sigger. My man Sig is on too. I'm loving it, Sig. How you doing, brother?
Hillary heard the fireworks go off and she had a seizure. That's right. He's going to drop out for dementia.
I think you're right. Dane's right, man. He said, man, I can't comprehend what's happening in this country. We're sitting in a world right now where even if I watch these speeches, like I'll go and turn it on, you see all these real-time chat. You know, just like us, we're chatting, right? And in there, you'll see people say, we got to get this guy out. He's the worst. F this guy. You know, vote Biden. We got to go blue. We got to vote. I'm like, what the? Are you kidding me? You want higher taxes? You want to pay $4.78 a gallon of gas again? You want to have more regulation? No support for small businesses? Entrepreneurship? Oh, that's a great idea. And then give the guy who doesn't even know how to... he calls himself Joe Biden's husband. Should we freaking watch that again? Let me see what else is here. The way he can't get questioned for Ukraine. Oh, that way he can't get questioned for Ukraine or anything else for that matter, Dagger said. Let's see if we can find that video, guys. I'd love to see it, but I'm going to tell you right now. Listen to this Chuchio again.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Guys, do you know why Trump's getting choked up a bit? Because this freaking guy exists and he's like winning. Because fake news is winning. That's why. Who's Barry? What's Barry? What's Barry? Explain to me. But I just feel like at the end of the day, you got a guy who's a sleep sofa. Literally. I mean, let's watch that one more time. I want to watch this all night. Thank you for sharing this, Dagger.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Do you hear his goofy laugh at the end? He thinks he just said something like pithy.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
What? Okay, I'm blown away now. Dagger said that Barry Soetoro is Obama's real name? What? Dagger's saying that Biden and Obama are on the hot seat and they were caught lying.
They're lying about Benghazi and for the Russiagate hoax. Look, I know it was a hoax. Look, the whole time I told you guys, I'm Teflon Don. You got nothing on the Donald. I'm winning big league. I'll keep winning big league. You could try to take me down. And I'll just stomp all over you.
Dagger just sent me something. Let me see if I can open up in Twitter. Let's see if we can pull up what Dagger just sent along. We had Twitter open yesterday over here, so I should... No, it's not here, but it should show up somewhere on my recent... Let's see. Oh, guys, today, power. Had a power outage. It was nuts. Totally nuts. All right, here we go. Oh, my man Dagger said... Boom, 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 boom. All right, what do we got over here?
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe.
I just got to see this one more time, guys.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
All right, so I want you to see something. Hold on, I want to explain something to you. You just saw that's the guy who's leading by 14 points, right? You saw that. Now watch this.
And it will soon be. We're grateful as well to your state's congressional delegation.
I want to move forward to where
Senator
gets into his own
John
thing.
Thune. John, thank you very much. It's not going to happen to us.
Let's go from here.
Let us show our appreciation to the South Dakota Army and Air National Guard and the U.S. Air Force for inspiring us with that magnificent display of American air power.
Yeah.
And of course, our gratitude, as always, to the legendary and very talented Blue Angels. Thank you very much. Let us also send our deepest thanks to our wonderful veterans, law enforcement, first responders, and the doctors, nurses, and scientists working tirelessly to kill the virus. They are working hard. I want to thank them very, very much. We're grateful as well to your state's congressional delegation, Senator John Thune. John, thank you very much. Senator Mike Rounds. Thank you, Mike. And Dusty Johnson, Congressman. Hi, Dusty. Thank you. And all others with us tonight from Congress, thank you very much for coming. We appreciate it. There could be no better place to celebrate America's independence than beneath this magnificent, incredible, majestic mountain and monument to the greatest Americans who have ever lived.
Dane says
Today
it's
we
coming
pay
up.
tribute to the exceptional lives and extraordinary legacies of George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, and Teddy Roosevelt.
We'll watch this with you guys.
I am here as your president to proclaim before the country and before the world, this monument will never be desecrated. These heroes will never be defaced. Their legacy will never, ever be destroyed. Their achievements will never be forgotten. And Mount Rushmore will stand forever as an eternal tribute to our forefathers and to our freedom.
Oh, you're hilarious, Paul. You rock. You're so right. Let me go back over for you guys to see the whole thing. Paul makes me laugh.
We gather tonight to herald the most important day in the history of nations, July 4th, 1776. At those words, every American heart should swell with pride. Every American family should cheer with delight, and every American patriot should be filled with joy, because each of you lives in the most magnificent country in the history of the world, and it will soon be greater than ever before. Our founders launched not only a revolution in government, but a revolution in the pursuit of justice, equality, liberty, and prosperity. No nation has done more to advance the human condition than the United States of America. And no people have done more to promote human progress than the citizens of our great nation. It was all made possible by the courage of 56 patriots who gathered in Philadelphia 244 years ago and signed the Declaration of Independence. They enshrined a divine truth that changed the world forever when they said, "All men are created equal." These immortal words set in motion the unstoppable march of freedom. Our founders boldly declared that we are all endowed with the same divine rights given us by our Creator in heaven, and that which God has given us, we will allow no one ever to take away, ever. (1776) represented the culmination of thousands of years of Western civilization.
Guys, I just want to point
and the
something out here.
triumph of not only spirit, but of wisdom, philosophy, and reason. And yet, as we meet here tonight, there is a growing danger that threatens every blessing our ancestors fought so hard for, struggled, they bled to secure. Our nation is witnessing a merciless campaign to wipe out our history, defame our heroes, erase our values, and indoctrinate our children.
Let's hear it, Trump.
Angry mobs are trying to tear down statues of our founders, deface our most sacred memorials, and unleash a wave of violent crime in our cities. Many of these people have no idea why they're doing this, but some know exactly what they are doing. They think the American people are weak and soft and submissive. But no, the American people are strong and proud, and they will not allow our country and all of its values, history, and culture to be taken from them.
Let's hear it. USA. Woo!
One of their political weapons is cancel culture, driving people from their jobs, shaming dissenters, and demanding total submission from anyone who disagrees. This is the very definition of totalitarianism, and it is completely alien to our culture and to our values, and it has absolutely no place in the United States of America. This attack on our liberty, our magnificent liberty, must be stopped, and it will be stopped very quickly. We will expose this dangerous movement, protect our nation's children, end this radical assault, and preserve our beloved American way of life. In our schools, our newsrooms, even our corporate boardrooms, there is a new far-left fascism that demands absolute allegiance. If you do not speak its language, perform its rituals, recite its mantras, and follow its commandments, then you will be censored, banished, blacklisted, persecuted, and punished.
To lead those fine fellows from mainly
bottom
New
line,
Mexico, Arizona, and Oklahoma up
that's
that
pretty
hill.
awesome.
But right along with us went the other 5.
That was pretty awesome. Just to see a coherent thought. Let's go back. So we just heard an actual an intelligent speech. Okay, the speech came through. Did you hear any I'm Joe Biden's cousin's husband's sister? Did you hear any of that? Did you guys hear any of that there? I didn't hear any of that. You know what I heard?
Fine fellows from.
This is what I heard. I heard good stuff, and then this. Oh no, that was the other one. I heard good stuff, and this is what I'm looking at right here.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
That's got 1,920 views. That's it. Like, how do you not get 1 million views for that? Well, maybe tomorrow we can put it into my next face swap, and you guys can drop it out there to the world. And we can...
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Oh my goodness, guys.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Again, I gotta see it again.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband.
Oh my goodness.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Are you kidding me? And how is he still in the race? This is completely insane, guys. That article just dropped like an hour ago, so some people are sleeping. That's true. China has proven to have been many times worse than Hitler. Interesting. Not exaggerating. That's interesting. Had a power outage this AM. This is transparent. My man. Is that Rob? 6:30 to 8 a.m. Second one in about 2 weeks. They're attempting to program with aging infrastructure. Cue to the justification for 5G or some other BS lame excuse. Interesting. Paul said, that article just dropped, and then Dagger said, I'm telling you, brain dead Joe is going to call in sick with dementia. I think you may be right. Sleep Sofa is going to call in and say, look, I'm going to go and open up a new Sleep Sofa Joe's. You can come on down. Come on down to Sleep Sofa Joe's. We got all different types of fabrics. And I'm going to be sleeping on one of these sleep sofas when you come in the door. China's funneling money into these protests. I'll tell you, the guy's a G-hole. Everything about him, he's a G-hole. G-hole, the thugs of China. G-holing their way to the top. It's what's happening. Did you see how many G-holes there are? Too many. Paul said if you count the hundreds of millions of G-holes and forced abortions by the regime in China previous to G-hole and go back to the Mongolians, then there are more deaths by the Chinese. That's interesting. I never thought about it that way, Paul. Thank you. Donald J. Trump, although I went to the Wharton School of Business and I could be the brightest mind on the planet, I didn't know that. I did not know that about the Mongolians. But look, if I get in for another 4, I'll tell you, job number 1 for the Trumper is to just drain the friggin' swamp. We're gonna drain the poison. Gonna drain Chuck Schumer right out of the swamp. And then we'll get the rest. Ooh. YouTube is owned by Google, whose internet is owned by China. I'm sure they're happy with this conversation. Trying to find the Trump face swap Independence Day video. I tweeted it out. I saw that one, and he got a lot of crap for that, right? Look, why don't you guys give me the speech? Like, I want to do the speech as Trump. That'd be better than having Trump's face on the, you know what I'm saying? Falun Gong. Oh, my goodness. I got to play you guys something here. What do we got? Hammer time. Whoa. All right, so we played all 4 episodes of The Trump Show. Transparent, you just made it in. Did you see these 4 episodes of The Trump Show? I'm going back. Like, literally, we did it a little while ago. In a row. I want to play you something else, though. Let's see what we got. What do we got over there? This one's always good for a laugh.
My fellow Americans, it's Donald J. Trump. I'm here on my daily briefing to let you know what's going on in the world. Right now, coronavirus is on all of our minds. We're in quarantine. You're doing a great job self-quarantining, staying safe, stay away from people. The coronavirus is everywhere. We're going to take a question. Tom, what do you think?
Yes, Mr. President.
No, you're fake news. I don't want to hear from you. Tom, what do you got?
People want to know, what are we going to do about China and Xi?
Well, Xi, I've got a problem with Xi. I told you guys he's a Xi-hole. Everybody wants to know, Donald, how are you going to respond to the Xi-hole? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. sanctions. We had a deal in place. They put in this extra little verbal diarrhea about, we could back out if there's a pandemic. Well, look what we have 6 days later. So we're a little pissed off. I'm going to have to say it. I'm very upset right now with G-Hole. I'm going to tell him to his face. What do you got, Bill?
Mr. President, when's it going to come to an end?
Well, look, you've got to understand there's a lot of moving parts here all over the country. The amount of talent we have out there, it's phenomenal. How about fake news, CNN? What do you got?
New Gallup polls say that you're the worst president in the history of time. What do you say to that?
Another crap question for Trump. I love these questions that are trying to catch me off guard. Look, I've done everything I can to protect this nation. Highest stock market in the history of time. Lowest unemployment in the history of time. Then all of a sudden this virus, this unseen enemy, takes us all by surprise. So, look, all I know is I've done everything I can. I listen to the professionals, and I'm trying to save American lives. What's your excuse? You're a terrible reporter. How about that? Fake news, CNN. Look, every time I tune you in, I tune you out.
I love that line. I don't know why I love that line, but I love that line. Every time I tune you in, I tune you out. Just the fake news. What do you guys think of Kellyanne? What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? McInerney? Amazing, right? Hilariously amazing. She's just like the female version of Trump, don't you think? I was watching her earlier today. One of these clips keeps popping up on my YouTube. This guy who does Trump stuff. He just drops these little clips. I was like, I'll check this out. And she just kills it. Romans, how are you, brother? Romans said nice guitars. Romans, I'm going to try to tempt you over to the YouTube page. Okay, Romans? It's my Martin D45 with... This is my favorite guitar, I think, just because I've got the Tree of Life and the neck. I'm going to play something here for Romans and see if we can get Romans over to... Romans, if you head over to the YouTube page and just type in Mark Pyre's Real Talk, you'll find us all over there. It'd be awesome to see you. Roman, what kind of music do you dig? Martin's a rock. And Romans, what kind of music do you like? Like, give me an idea of style of music you're into. And I'm going to show you my invention too, Romans. This is how we're really going to grab you. Check this out. All right. So this here is the BeatSeat. The BeatSeat is the first drum for guitar players. And what I mean by that is, I'm here obviously to play. I'm going to play you something here that I like to play. And then you tell me what you want to hear. I'll play you another song, okay, Romans? But head over to YouTube if you like this. So you like blues? Blind Melon's great, but I'm going to play you this. This is something I've been digging on lately. This is like a tune from like the 20s or 30s. You guys know this song. Ready? Check this out. Can you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my arms, I'll never use them.
Let me with eyes that cry. How can I go on without you? Take my lips, I'll never use them. Take my lips, I'll never use them. Your goodbyes, let me with eyes that cry. How could I go on without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So why not take all of me? All of me. Why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? You took the part that once was my heart. So let the one I take all of me. Your goodbyes, let me with guys that the curly need you to. How can I go on without you? You took the part, yeah, once of my heart. Said, why not take all of me? I say, why not take all of me? Why not take Do I know smoke gets in your eyes? Let's see. Police Action Live. We'll have to check that out in a second. So Roman said, do you know smoke gets in your eyes? I don't know that, brother, but who sings it, first of all? Secondly, there's a rule on this show. You should head over to YouTube, first of all. Secondly, there's a rule on the show. If you ask me to play something and I don't know it, I have to write a song that's got the same name. So this is called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes. Hold on. If we're going to do something like that, it's got to have a little bit of a rip to it, right? Smoke's getting in your eyes. Smoke gets in your eyes. Here we go. Every night I go out and find myself, but you gets in your eyes. Yeah, the smoke gets in your eyes.
Oh, Wheeler, loving it. My man Romans, you're killing it, brother. You rock, brother. I'm so glad you're in. Something very special for you guys right now, okay? No super chats, no, but you know what? I'll show you something else, brother. I'm not sure if this shows up over there, but you could definitely, you want to support this program. I've been live for 51 days in a row. And this is the newest thing one of my followers and friends told me. Start a Patreon, Mark. He's like, if you're going live every day for the rest of your life, why don't you let people who appreciate what you're doing support the program? So I have that option now. The other day, Sigger, my man Sigger. Yeah, my man Sigger's the man. Sigger rocked it out. I'm going to show you guys something here. Ready about this? Check this out. My man Sigger rocked this out. I'm going to show you something here. This is what happens. Just want you to know, Wheeler, if you become a Patreon, this is what happens. I did this for my man Sig because I appreciate Sigger. Hold on.
Mark,
My
how
fellow
are you?
Americans.
Look, I just wanted to touch base.
Hold on. We got it. First of all, if you guys have not seen the Trump bits yet, we're going back to them. But let me show you what I did for my man, Sigger. Where is it? This is my man Sig. I did this for Sig just the other day because he became a Patreon supporter. He's a patron of the Real Talk program. Check this out.
Hammerl and James are live from the studio. Donald J. Trump sharing his appreciation for our newest patron.
I want to leave a personal message to Sig Sauer. Just wanted to thank you for supporting the Real Talk program. Our newest patron, that's right, Sig Sauer, came along. He said, look, you're doing good work. I want to support it. I want you to keep going. And if you can get a couple extra erasers and maybe number 2 pencils from me supporting the program, then why would I not? I just wanted to point out to Sig how much I appreciate you, Sig. You rock.
That was Trump. Trump called Sig to tell Sig how much he appreciates him. That's a pretty cool thing. Donald J. Trump calling you. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like if I was Sig Sauer and all of a sudden I got a call from Donald J. Trump. And it wasn't about telling Melania to stop using the gold toilet.
Melania, you can't use the gold toilet. Sig sees the red phone call. That may be from Batman. It could be. It could be from Batman, but it also could be from Donald J. Trump.
I have a feeling one of these days, too, I'm going to get a call. And it will be like,
I'm looking for Mark.
I'll be like, who is this?
This is Donald J. Trump, the former president of the United States.
It'll probably be in like 2028. Because we're going to be doing this every day for the rest of my days, okay? At a certain point, Donald Trump will find out about what I'm doing here on a daily basis with him.
Melania, stay away from my 9-iron. Gold toilets. Wheeler, hold on, let me explain something to you. I told Melania a few weeks ago, Melania, you can't use my gold toilet, okay? Because you take Slovenian poops. And Slovenian poops have like an acid in there. It could burn through my gold. I'm just not going to take that chance, okay? So they're going to clean it up.
Wheeler asked for Crossroads by Clapton. I may be able to do something close to that. You know what? Let me pull it up real quick. Let's do it this way, all right? This is how we usually do it. Went down to Crossroads. I used to play it. I mean, not used to, but I played it when I was younger. Now, what I do play is Walkin' Blues. How's that? We could do Walkin' Blues. Crossroads. Here we go by Eric Clapton. It's like... Down crossroads, hiss by my window, by the doors. You know what? Let's see what I can do here. Crossroads, I'm not going to be able to figure out on the fly right now. Hold on a second. What do we have here again? That was hot. Hold on. We can erase that one. Okay, we're ready to roll to our next song. Crossroads. I don't know how that one goes, but let's do Walkin' Blues, because that one I can do. Ready? Woke up this morning, feel for my shoe. That's when I realized I had them walking blues. Woke up this morning, and I feel for my shoe. Worst damn feeling I ever had, ever had. Even in the morning, if I have to ride the blinds, I've been mistreated, Lord, and I don't mind dying, I don't mind dying. Done with the blues. Worst damn feeling I ever had, ever had. we've got to get into something crazier going, like maybe like a steel drum or something, right? Let's get some steel drums in there. What do you say? Worst damn feeling I ever had, I got them walking blues. It's the worst damn feeling I ever had, yeah. I don't know. That's what happens when we improvise. We just make up some stuff. We did it for you, my brother. You came over and we made up a song. Whatever was started as like something, like a smoking something in the room or whatever. And I don't know. We just went somewhere with it. That's what happens, my man. Let's see what else we got over here. Oh, nice. Sigger's got a 70-inch TV and the sound system. The sound system, this sounds probably sick through the speakers, my friend. I'll have to check that out. Okay, you know what, Paul? Let me see if I can make a note of this. Chris Duarte, My Way Down. I'm totally down for checking that out, okay? Yeah, the one-man band for sure. This is the BeatSeat. I invented the BeatSeat. Or am I not on The View for some reason? I'm not on The View. I invented the BeatSeat. It's the first drum for guitar players. We were selected Summer NAMM Editor's Choice 2019. And so now I play it every single night to try to show the world, but you could order your own. I hand-build them. So you'd get one that I build and just give you an idea of some of the people that are using the BeatSeat. Check this out. You'll think this is kind of cool because I thought it was really cool when I found this one out. Hold on.
Hammerl and Jables are live from the studio. Donald J. Trump sharing his appreciation for our newest patron.
Want to leave a
All right, so where it was. Let's see. This was... Here we go. This is pretty cool. For me, this is really cool. Ready? Watch this. I was blown away when I saw this. Oh, I don't have the screen. I don't have the full clip here. Oh man, I wish I had the full clip here. I'm gonna upload this. Okay, I got a picture or I got a video of her playing the BeatSeat at the NAACP Awards, and I will upload that for you guys for tomorrow, so you can see her playing it. But I also had a video of her just saying how she loves her BeatSeat. If I can find it, I'll play it for you guys real quick. If not, who wants to see the 4 episodes of the Trump Show again? Let me hear from you. Who wants to see it? Are you guys up for another run? Or do you want to call it a night? We've been on for 2.5 hours. I'm happy to give you all 4 over again if you guys are up for watching them. I actually think there was a first that you guys didn't even see. It was like prior to the Trump Show. But let me know what you're feeling like. Harman Kardon. Are they still around Circuit City? Circuit City is still... No, Circuit City closed, right? But they have... now they have PC Richards. Should light some fireworks in the studio. That'd be amazing. Except my kids would wake up. My wife would be really mad at me. But I love that idea. You guys, check this out. A song I wrote.
your skin. We lose or draw. Someone keeping score down here or there. It doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you give it to people the way you want it back. We lose or draw. Someone keeping score down here. Where there, through yours and until you lose or draw. That's why you gotta give it to keeping score down here. Where there, through yours and until you lose or draw. That's why you gotta give it to keeping score down here. Where there, through yours and until you lose or draw. Score down here or up there, it doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you gotta give it to people the way you want it back. Then you wake again, wearing thin through your skin. We lose or draw. Someone keeping score down here or up there. Doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you gotta give it to people the way you want it back. Some real talk for you right there. Until you wake again, wearing thin through your skin. Win, lose, or draw, there's someone keeping score. Down here or up there, it doesn't matter till your dying day. That's why you give it to people the way you want it back. Bam! I'm going to throw this guitar against the wall after that message. Oh, thank you so much. Okay, ready? I'll get you one. I'll play you one more, brother. Then when he woke up and he said, "Hey, there's my husband. I'm Sleep Sofa Joe's husband, Joe Biden." Oh, my goodness. I got to play you. Look, I'll tell you what. Wheeler. There's a few things I'll show you right now. My man Wheeler's raving the lighter side to side. I love it, man. Thank you. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Paul said if Sleep Sofa Joe was listening to this, he would have already passed out by bar number 2. And he would have pretended that he was awake. And then Paul said, and then he would have soiled himself. That's right. Sometimes he wonders if he took a crap in his pants. I'm going to play you a cool song right now. All right, buddy? You wanted some Nirvana? This is very much thanks to Denise, who hasn't been on in a couple days. I hope she's okay. We'll check on her offline. She'll probably be back for SNL. This was a Nirvana song she wanted me to play, which is... I'm just going to type in Nirvana real quick so I can play it. I'm just going to type in the song because I just remembered it. I actually don't even need it. I think I know how the song goes right now in my head, but... I think you may like this, buddy. My buddy John, this is his favorite song by Nirvana. And my thought is that it may be yours as well. I mean, it's probably not the song you're thinking of, but we're going to do it anyway. Let me just tune this real quick so we have a nice sound.
Ready, brother? Here we go. This is a song that Denise asked for, and now I love this song. I'm going to play this all the time. Ready? Check this out.
Don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines where the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. My girl, where will you go? I'm going where the cold wind blows. The pines, the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver the whole night through. Husband, was a hard-working man, just about a mile from here. His head was found driving wheel, but his body was never found. Yeah. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? In the pines, the sun don't ever shine. I would shiver in the whole night through. My girl, don't lie to me. Tell me, where did you sleep last night? The sun don't ever shine. Oh, I would shiver. Yeah, I would shiver. I would shiver. I would shiver. Oh, I would shiver.
So, I'm going to play one more thing from Nirvana, okay? Just because of the other song that was asked of me to play, and I kind of love this one. All Apologies, I think it's called. Is that right? Yeah. So let me just play this for you. Not saying it's the last song. Probably is the last song. It's Friday night. I have trees being cut down at my house tomorrow early, so it's going to be kind of crazy. I'm going to have to get out early in order to figure this out. Anyway, here we go. This song I love because it's kind of right in my range from my man, Kurt Cobain.
What else could I be? All apology. What else could I say? Everyone is gay. What else could I write? I don't have the right. What else should I be? All apologies in the sun, in the sun. Feelings warm in the sun, in the sun. Mary, Mary, I wish I was like you, easily amused. blame. Aqua seafoam shame. Choking on the ashes of the enemy. In the sun, I feel it's one. In the sun, never All in all, it's all we are. I don't even know what that means. Brooks, what's going on? Oh, nice. Oh, are you kidding me, Paul? Brooks, are you here, my brother? I got you, pal. My man Brooks, I'm so glad you're here, pal. Ready? Okay, Brooks, do you have time for all four? Brooks, I'm going to play you all four, okay? Here we go. This is the first one, and we're going to roll through them all. Listen, I'll tell you one thing about me, okay? Especially when I find out a new person comes on the show. How long have we been on? We've been on for 2 hours and 52 minutes and 43 seconds right now. We're about to do all 3 episodes, which is 15 minutes long. So we'll be on for about 3 hours and 10 so far. If I decide to stay on, we're going to stay on longer. But my man Brooks is on, so we're going to roll with this. Brooks, subscribe and ding the bell if you like this. Ready? Here you go. This is episode 1. There's 4, so don't go anywhere.
Donald J. Trump, look, I want you to understand, Brooks. You have to tune in order to understand that we're winning big league, okay? Because Sleeps Over Joe is a problem. Here we go. Look.
Hammerlin Jameson introducing episode 1 of the Donald J. Trump Show.
Look, I want to thank you for joining me on a brand new episode of the Donald Trump Show. That's right. We're going to be here every week delivering truth about the Biden campaign because no one's telling you what's really going on. I'm going to pull back the curtain and you're going to see what Joe Biden is really up to. Here we go.
We choose science over fiction. We choose truth over facts.
Will somebody please alert Mr. Biden that truth and facts are the same thing? I think he's been watching too much fake news on CNN. Okay, what else do we have from this blubbering train wreck?
My name's Joe Biden. I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other Biden. Give me a look, though, okay?
Now, first of all, who's the other Biden? Who is the other Biden? I'm wondering, because if it's Hunter Biden, he'll be in jail. But if there's another Biden, perhaps he can actually complete a sentence. That Biden I'd like to hear from. Okay, let's see what else we've got.
Trust. Like his strange hold on Defense Secretary Ash Carter's wife, Stephanie.
Sleeps Over Joe has been doing this for years. He's a creeper. And we're going to put a stop to him.
I like the way your hair smells. Let me give you a little kiss here.
And can you believe? Look at how he's touching that little girl. Honestly, I'm a little worried about that little girl. Sleeps Over Joe has been doing all kinds of racist things for years. I'm just going to show you a few of the clips. Take a look at this one, for example.
You cannot go to a 7-Eleven or a Dunkin' Donuts unless you have a slight Indian accent. I'm not joking.
Look, I'm surprised you guys are fine with hearing Joe Biden say you need an Indian accent in order to go to Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, I've been to Dunkin' Donuts many times. I don't have an Indian accent. But let's continue on. I have a lot more to play for you. Now check out this clip, for example.
Poor kids are just as bright and just as talented as white kids.
Racist Joe strikes again. Poor kids are just as talented and bright as white kids? What does that even mean? This is getting good, guys. What's next?
Play the radio. Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Really, Joe? That's a good idea. We'll get the record player out. How about we go and actually light a fire and we do smoke signals? How about that? What do we have next from Sleeps Over Joe?
Think about it. We hold these truths to be self-evident. All men and women created by you know the thing.
The question is, do you know the thing, Joe? Do you know the thing, Sleeps Over Joe? The thing, Joe, is that we are all created equal. That's right. God is the creator of all, not Satan and your adrenochrome. Okay, let's get one more at least. How about one more?
I'm not going to be a mule. I got something to do. I got to go do boom, boom, boom.
Did Sleeps Over Joe just say he has to go do a poop-a-doop? I think he said it right in front of his crowd. I would never say that right in front of my crowd. If I'm going to take a poop-a-doop, I'm doing it on my own time, not in front of people. I don't know. It's a little weird there. Look, let's give him a chance to redeem himself. One more, okay?
You got more questions, but I tell you, if you have a problem figuring out whether you're for me or Trump, then you ain't black.
Wow. Really? Look, I'm not sure what else to say after watching that ridiculousness. But that Sleeps Over Joe, are you going to vote for that guy? How about you? If that's the case, this world's crazy.
So, guys, that's episode 1 right there. Hold on, I got into my seat here. Music is gone for the night. Tomorrow night is going to be a whole new show. So, Wheeler Visuals, my man, and also Brooks, my newest people over here to the show. I want you guys to know, just so you understand how this show works, I've been live every day for 551 days in a row. I started this thing on December 31st, 2018, and I will be live every single day for the rest of my days. I know it sounds crazy, but I will be putting on a show every day that I'm alive. And just keep that in mind. So when you're, a time could go by, like Sean is somebody who popped back on. Sean used to be on like months ago. Haven't seen him in months. All of a sudden he's coming back on every night. He's like, I can't believe you're still doing this. I'm like, dude, I'll be here every day. So whether you come on now or 2 years go by and you're like, oh, geez, remember that show I saw where the dude was playing guitar, dropping celebrity impressions, and inspiring us with just real moments, living in the moment, and ripping off the fake news with Hammerlin. And it's still there, I think. Let me go check. And we will be there. Dag and I will be there. And I hope you guys will continue to stop in. Have I taken the political spectrum test? No, I'd love to, though. If you... Wheeler, okay, so we're going to get to number 2. That was the first episode of the Donald J. Trump Show. And here's number 2, all right? You ready for this, Brooks? I hope you guys are ready for the second episode of Donald J. Trump.
It's Hammerlin Jameson introducing Donald Trump for episode 2 of The Trump Show. Thank you. Thank you very much for joining me on episode 2 of The Donald Trump Show. We're going to continue digging deeper into Joe Biden, his mental state, and whether or not he falls asleep on camera. So let's get into it. Here's a couple of clips from earlier today. We're going to get into it now. Here we go.
Campaigning from home about Biden hiding in his cellar. Well, the truth of the matter is over 200 million people have watched me on television, and they've watched, and the more that,
No, keep going, Joe. You're doing great. Doing fantastic, yes. No, we're really thrilled. I'm sure 200 million people really enjoyed watching the sleep sofa. Look, I could take a nap on my own sleep sofa. I don't need to watch you while I do it, unless they were trying to fall asleep quicker. Maybe instead of reading, they said, well, if I watch Biden, I could fall right to sleep. Okay, let's see what's next.
I've been down to Virginia. I've been around the country, but I do it responsibly, and I don't hold rallies because it is the reason why we're in such trouble by not listening to the experts and the scientists about social distancing and wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house.
Wait, let me get this straight. So the scientists and doctors tell us to wear masks, but the moment you leave the house, you don't wear your mask? Sleep sofa, I'm pulling a little fake news on you right now. Just check the real footage.
And wearing masks, which I never do when I walk outside of this house. I never fail to do.
See? And Trump will play it for you because I think you still look like an idiot. Okay, what else we got?
That's who we are. That's how my great-great-grandfather, four greats back got here. He got in a coffin ship on the Irish Sea, never knowing whether he was going to make it. And he made it to the United States of America in 1848 when the British were, anyway.
The British were coming. Look, it's like Paul Revere. No, finish it up, Joe. What were you saying? When the British were coming? Is that your grandfather was part of the crew? Is your grandfather a redcoat? What are we talking about here? I'm trying to figure out what the hell Joe is talking about. My grandfather, and when the British, he said, and then he stopped himself. I think he was about to say when the British were coming. Anyway, look, as long as Joe continues to stay in his basement and he won't debate me, I'm going to have the Trump Show continue. So till tomorrow, have a good night.
It's Hammerlin Jameson, and it's hammer time. That's right. Look, I'm here every single night on the Real Talk program to rip the lid off the fake news. That's right. It's hammer time. A little ham, jam, bam. Thank you, ma'am. That's right, people. Look, check me out every single night. That's right, every single night here on the Real Talk program. It's Hammerlin Jameson. Hammer time. We're ripping the lid off the fake news.
And I was on earlier, but I wanted to come on very quickly in order to say hello to a couple of our new friends of the program, Wheeler Visuals. And, of course, we've got Brooks on as well, one of Paul's first cousins. And it's very important for you to understand that Hammerlin's an integral part of the Real Talk program. We need some form of a hammer down, ripping the lid off of fake news segment on the program. Sometimes we tear it off as well, but usually it's a rip. But Hammerlin was out earlier to explain a few things. I wanted to come back out to see if I could add a little to this right here. Hold on.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden.
Hold on a second. Can we stop for one moment, please? Did he just say that he's Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden? Hold on, I gotta hear that again. Hammer jam. I'm just gonna try to get to the bottom of this in order to rip the lid off of it. Sometimes you put the hammer down, and then you rip the lid. Let's see one more time.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden.
Okay, I'm a little confused real quick because Joe Biden's husband would not be Joe Biden. Joe Biden's husband will be Jill Biden. Hold on, is he saying he's Jill Biden? Wait, 1 second. Go back, people. Did he say, I'm Joe Biden's husband? And then he said Jill or Joe? We got to go. Let's check it out again. Hammer jam.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden.
I'm still confused here. Mr. Vice President, could you explain? When you say you're Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden, did you say you're Jill Biden's husband? Hold on, let's listen to it again.
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband. Joe Biden.
I think he said Jill. It may not be as bad as we thought, people. He may have said I'm Jill Biden's husband, Joe Biden. And that's not the first time he said that. He was on stage with his sister and with his wife, and he got them mixed up on stage. And he had his wife over here, his sister over there, and he's like, look, they switched on me. My Aunt Judy told me, and then they switched on me. That's what he said over there. So hammer jam, just giving it to you straight. We got to rip the lid off whenever we can. Okay? Yes, Wheeler says that Joe Biden loves his husband, Joe Biden. That's a little bit of a sexual incest right there. If Joe Biden is having a sexual intercourse with Joe Biden, that is what we call incest. It's a no-no in the state of Connecticut. In the Nutmeg State, we do not allow the incest. So Joe Biden would not be allowed to marry Joe Biden. They would not allow it. We are not allowing that in the court system at the moment, that you could marry yourself. I'm not sure if that's something they'll change if Sleep Sofa Joe gets in office. They'll probably give it to him. Anyway, let's move forward, guys. Here's look, I just want to come on very quickly and tell you I appreciate you. Hammer Jam.
It's Hammerlin Jameson introducing Donald Trump for episode 2 of the...
I'm not going away yet, people. Hold on. Look, we have to play you episode 3. We played the first 2. Episode 3 is a very interesting one. Just take a look and let me know what you think, okay, before we go back to the 4th.
It's Hammerlin Jameson, Donald J. Trump back with episode 3 of The Trump Show.
I want to thank you for joining me on episode 3 of the Donald J. Trump Show. Today, we talk about poison. That's right, don't drink the poison. It's going to kill many people more than coronavirus. Yeah, poison. That's right. Nancy Pelosi. Yeah, I'm sorry. Some people don't know that we do call her poison. Let's take a look at this clip here. I want you to hear what she has to say.
You demonize, and then we call it the wrap-up smear. If you want to talk politics, you call it the wrap-up smear.
Let's be honest, Nancy, you know nothing about politics. And wrap-up smear? Really? That's what you've been doing to me? Sounds like something you got from your OBGYN. But whatever.
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
I'm sorry, Nancy, can you say that one more time? What was that?
You smear somebody with falsehoods and all the rest, and then you merchandise it.
Look, she's creating fake news. She told the reporters, you create a story. Let's get back to this clip.
And then you write it.
Could you freaking believe this?
Unless they see it's reported in the press that this, and this, so they have that validation that the press reported the smear.
You write the story after we report the falsehoods, and it becomes a validated story by the news, by you, the fake news garbage.
It's called the wrap-up smear. Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report.
Also, when she says merchandising it, who is she, Mel Brooks from Spaceballs? Spaceballs the flamethrower. Yeah, okay, Pelosi, whatever.
Now I'm going to merchandise the press's report on the smear that we made. And it's a tactic. And it's self-evident.
You see there, she says it's self-evident because we've been doing it to Trump since he came down the escalator. Well, I have to tell you that I'm happy that I found out about this poison. Now I could put all of my efforts towards taking you down to Chinatown. That's right. We will drain Pelosi and Schumer from the swamp.
Tales from the Crypt Bordello of Blood. I'm thinking about that with Dennis Miller. You guys remember that from back in the day? So Wheeler wants to know what my thoughts are on immigration. Let me tell you very quickly. Here are my thoughts on immigration. This is my questions. They're coming through very quickly, I think. This is where we are. Ready? My thoughts on immigration. We have doors with locks. Some of us have gates. Some of us, everybody has a lock on their freaking door. Everybody has a property line. If I could, I'd have a fence around my property with a gate and only I can get in with my family. Does that tell you enough? Secondly, if you're okay with opening your doors, leaving them unlocked so anybody could come in, open a fridge, take your money, take your kids, whatever, then you could do what you want and keep the borders open. If not, I want that wall up and I want it done as quick as possible. Next. Oh my goodness. What else do we got? And bottom line is, come in legally. My grandparents came in legally. My grandfather came in legally. My father moved here when he was 6 years old from Portugal, and they came here. If you go to Ellis Island and you look on the wall, you're going to see Francisco Pyers in that wall. My grandfather signed. He came in the right way. They knew he was here, and that's the way it should be done. And you earn your place. My grandfather came here. I want to say this is 1952, okay? 1954. Grandfather comes here from Portugal. And he tells his kids the moment they get here, you don't speak Portuguese anymore. You're in America. You speak English. We need to learn the language. You need to figure out your way to thrive. My grandfather became the president of the Carpenters Union. My father's a builder. Grandfather, president of the Carpenters Union in Yonkers, New York. Super fascinating guy. I'm not sure if you guys can see this over here. Let me see if I can show you this. You see that right there? That organ right there is my grandpa's organ. When he passed away in 1986, I was 7 years old. I don't remember a ton about my grandpa, but what I do remember about my grandpa is him playing that organ. I remember that organ, and I remember it just being so cool. And let me just see something here. See if there's a way I could do this. Let's just see something here. Look at old Grandpa's organ. Can you guys hear that? Try to see if I can pull this over a little bit more. So Bottom line is this.
It's Hammerlin Jameson. Donald.
My grandpa passed in 1986. This thing eluded me for many years, and I wound up getting it. It's the coolest thing in the world to have that in my studio. I also have... I got his harmonica here. I just showed it to you guys the other day. It's hidden over here. I'll show it to you tomorrow. Anyway, the point is, he came here legally. He came here the right way. And I would stress that anybody who wants to be a part of this country, just come here the right way. We need to figure out who's here. We need to know who's here. This is a dangerous world we live in. People not only have guns, but they have a need and a want to kill us, to destroy our way of living. And the only way we could protect ourselves is if we decide to understand that people are not all good. And that just like the way you lock your doors, you got to lock your country. And then let them knock. Thanks, Paul. You know what? I got to tell you guys, this show for me is best way I could explain the show. This is the moment happening in front of your eyes. That's the way I explain this. Like, I don't come out here with a script. I've been out here for 551 days without a script. I come out here and I'll make a face swap now and then we do 3 hours and 15 minutes just playing face swaps, talking with you guys. But at the end of the day, I am here to connect with you and to let you know that you have something amazing within you. You have something that is so amazing that we would all just be blinded by the light that's connected to that thing that you could do. And I'm here hoping that if I bring mine to the table, which I only figured out in December 31st, 2018, when we started this, when I took the music I had written, when I took this person that I'm being right now, and I took all the celebrity impressions, and I just put it into one thing. And it took me a while to get there. If you guys look back and you see the way the show was for the first 318 days, this is all I was doing. Right now, what I'm doing right now for the last 3 minutes, talking to you like this is what I did for hours, for 318 straight. Just talking to you about the importance of understanding your unique genius. And at a certain point, I just said, you know what? It's more about entertainment. I think especially with the way the world is now. I started this because of the negatube. The negatube was destroying me. I'm already in a really negative business. Okay, this is something else so you guys should know. Keep this in mind going forward. I'm a real estate agent in New York, in Connecticut, but I can sell real estate anywhere. Not necessarily me, but if you say, for example, say Paul lives in Milwaukee. He's like, you know what, I'm going to buy a house, or I'm going to sell my house. I have 3 people I'm going to interview. He could just say, he could reach out to me and say, hey, Mark, do you have a 4th? I want to interview one more person. Can you give me a good person? Here's the way I just want to show you guys quickly how this works. Because I sell real estate every day for the last 13 years. When you go to interview the 3 people you're interviewing, you're asking a set of questions that you know to ask or want to ask because those are the things that are important to you, but you don't do a deal very often. So you're asking what's important to you, not what's important to the transaction. When you ask me to go out and locate an agent for you, I ask questions too, but I'm asking as a seasoned realtor that knows how to negotiate, that cares about their clients and wants them to get the most out of the transaction. And so rely on that. It's free. And how it works is I just call to the manager of the offices, the towns that if say you're looking in Milwaukee, I would call the Berkshire Hathaway right there. And I would speak to the manager. I would say, who's your top 2, who's your top 3, whatever. And then I get them on the phone. I do a pre-interview, ask them those questions, and then I give you the best 1 or 2. So now you're not like picking through. Like, I think that's a pretty cool thing. Most people have to do all the work themselves. Think about this. You could have the Real Talk team, because that's what I started a team, the Real Talk team. You could have the Real Talk team do all the work for you, locate 2 or 3 agents, you interview them, and you pick the one you like best. If you don't like someone I send you, you just hire the other person. So just keep that in mind. Hold on. Let me see. I'm reading back over here. Let's see what I heard over there. Hold on. I'm seeing a lot of stuff came through. I just missed this. Michael Savage borders, language, culture. That was kind of a campaign Trump ran in 2016. It was because of Michael Savage. Savage has Trump's ear more than any radio personality in the world. Really? It warms my heart that you have such. Oh yeah, thank you, buddy. I like I said, I love my family. I love my roots, and I love the fact that my family came here the right way. Not that look, if they had to come in another way, I would have been like just saying, oh, it's unfortunate. But the way to do this now is to do it the right way. Terrorism it's the worst. This is where we need to know who comes into this country, who's leaving this country, and that's the only way this works going forward. Trump or here's the thing. And I'm pretty sure you guys know this too. If you look back, every president said the same stuff about building a wall. They just give Trump such a hard time, but everybody wanted to build a wall. He's the first one who's doing it. It's like freaking A. Just let the guy get it done. Yeah, Paul. So let me go back here. Hold on. Ready? Paul said, are you ever going to have any guests that aren't fun face swaps? So the other day we had Ryan Hartwig, who is the Facebook whistleblower. Right now, he was on Alex Jones 3 days before me, and he spent about an hour and a half with us. I think that's the first hour and a half show he ever did. He probably does 5 to 20 minutes with people, and he spent an hour and a half with us hanging out. Awesome, dude. He came on earlier. He was on for a half hour today. We played some music for him, played a bunch of face swaps for him. He kicked over he was on Periscope and then went to his Xbox, and then he was on YouTube. He's watching on his TV. And that's the best experience. I always say, if you could pop it in through your speakers and hear my BeatSeat through your speakers, it's a wrap. That BeatSeat sounds like a drum kit. It's a drum kit in a box. Guys, it's twice the size of a cajon. You could kick it with your feet and play with your hands. First drum in the world, you could do that and sit completely upright while you do that. And then if you're a guitar player. So anyway, I think you guys saw up above. You could go scroll up on the chat. You'll see beatseat.rocks. That's how you check out the BeatSeat. But let me get back to our chat window over here. So here's what we were supposed to have tonight. It didn't work out, but Mariam Hanine is an amazing investigative journalist, and she comes on every week or two, but now she is going to be basically in Costa Rica by herself. So she said, I'm going to be on like as often as you want me to. So she was going to come on tonight. It didn't work out. I'm pretty sure she's going to pop on tomorrow night. So Paul, I have a feeling when you come on tomorrow, Mariam will be with us to share some insights on the George Floyd, hopefully to put that to rest. And also she's been just pioneering this Project Quack Hack. I don't know if you guys know about this, where they're trying to shut down anybody who's not a mainstream doctor. And people who sell silver, for example, just, they're calling them quacks instead of just allowing homeopathic medicine, et cetera, to exist. They're starting to shut people down. The FDA is doing this. So she'll talk to us about that as well. That should be tomorrow. But I am open to this. Check this out, Paul. I will have anybody on right now. I'll show you something. Look at this. Look at this. Okay, this is when Ryan Hartwig was on. He was the Facebook whistleblower, so I made this little face swap. It says Two-Faced. And then look, Facebook whistleblower. Over here, speak up. Breaking news, okay? So this is what we had for him. This is Hammer Jam. We're ripping the lid off of it. So anybody who comes on could come right there with me and do a little Hammer Jam Zoom call. So I will say this, my friend. Get them on. Let's make some magic happen. So are we through 3 and we haven't seen the 4th yet? Is that where we are right now? I'm pretty sure. Yep, we haven't seen the 4th episode of the Trump Show yet. So I'm going to finalize, but let me get through these chats. You guys mind? So we're going to have lots of guests. In fact, I would love to have a guest today. So I'll say this to you also, Paul. Dagger has been setting us up with guests. He set me up with Mariam. Dagger set me up with Ryan. Dagger's reaching out to people left and right, trying to get them on the show. If you know anybody who you want to see on the show, this is an open forum. If you want to come on and chat, this is an open forum. I'm here to connect with the world. And this is what really bothered me most when I heard this whole white supremacy thing that came out last week. And I heard about the whole racist thing that all of a sudden we're pushing again. And I'm saying, okay, we had a president that's black for 8 years, but we're racist again? Okay, that's news to me, but it's a Trump thing. Okay, so now everyone's racist because Trump's in office. Trump's a racist. He's a xenophobe. He's a bigot. He's a anti-Semite. He's an anti-Semite? Didn't his daughter convert to Judaism to marry Jared Kushner? Oh, he did? She did? Oh, geez. Okay, I guess he's really anti-Semite. I'm sure that Hitler would let his daughter convert to Judaism. It's all a bunch of crap made up by the BS mainstream media in order to keep us distracted from what? From this freaking moment right here. If we all would take 2 steps and then stop and be like, wait a second, I just walked 2 steps. Or take a deep breath and just center yourself and realize what you're being fed is a big pile of steaming crap. And the worst part about it is you've got coronavirus, so you can't even taste it. It tastes like nothing, just chewing it. You don't even know it's a steaming pile of crap. You're just like, I'm eating food. No, you're eating a steaming pile of crap. So let's try to move through these quick because I missed a lot of these, and then we're going to get to the episode number 4, okay? He announced last week he was going to put mugshots of terrorists on the Twitter feed. I saw that. That was awesome. Sig Sauer's Blinded by the Light. I love it, Sigger. Okay, Wheeler said, cannot believe that these thugs are destroying historical American monuments. Trump announced that it's a minimum of 10-year jail sentence. That is legend. Did you see this? I'm going to show you quickly before we get to the Trump 4th show. Did you see this? Because you're talking about statues. I just want to bring this part up right here. Check this out.
It's Hammerlin Jameson live in the studio. Donald J. Trump giving us the update on all the statue damage.
Thank you very much for joining me. I'm here at the U.S. Border Patrol. We're talking about how terrible things have gotten out there. We really need some of you Border Patrol agents to come out there and take down these Antifa scum. That's right, have you seen they've been taking down statues? So I've just signed a new executive order that will put any statue harmers in jail for 10 years. We're not talking about a walk in the park. We're talking about 10 years of probably some funny stuff in jail with only statues. All they can do is look at statues all day long. But the idea, first and foremost, is to take them off the streets, these people, these bad people. They're taking down our statues. The newest one, George Washington. I still can't get over that one. You want to take down the first president of the United States of America? I don't even think they realize who George Washington is. I'm starting to believe these people are so stupid. They don't even know who George Washington is.
So I wanted you guys to see that real quick. I'm going to catch up with you real quick. I want to say something to Wheeler here. You're so right. I got a little flack for this a few weeks ago. Wheel, I said, this is really kind of messed up if you think about it, but it's not. Every single person out there agreed this was a completely horrible act. This Chauvin guy, whatever his name is a horrible human being, goes to jail, should go to jail. Worse, in jail. Things should happen to his hiney. Yeah. He's a bad guy, okay? We all think that he's a bad guy, okay? And then they go out and start rioting. Whole other story. Here's the thing that I'm wondering. They create this entire agenda, this race war, and Wheel just nailed it with like a Ted Williams 32-ounce bat from 1957, okay? Here's the bottom line. The guy was on his way to jail for a 6th time. Someone said, what do you mean? He'd been to jail 5 times already. Do you think, you ever heard of the 3 strikes and you're out rule? That's like a thing, okay? 3 strikes, you just go to jail. They don't even like ask you questions. They're like, dude, you've been in jail 5 times. Get in the car. You know the routine. We're just going to toss you in now. We're not even going to get a court date. Done. I mean, that's not the way it is. But the guy was going back to jail for a 6th time. He was on fentanyl. He was high out of his mind. He's in the back of his car saying, I can't breathe. The back of the police car, before he came back out and fell on the ground, he was saying he can't breathe. So the whole time he was saying it, he may have had asphyxiation from a drug over like exposure to some sort of drug. He had a ton of different stuff in his system. Not just fentanyl. He had weed. He had all kinds of stuff in his system. It doesn't take the horrible act and make it any less severe. It's a horrible act. But here's the thing I want to explain. I was trying to let people in on the light. You have to think about things from every perspective. You're pulling up behind a vehicle that you hear just passed counterfeit bills. As you pull up, you throw in a picture of the license plate or whatever, They run it and they say, this is a guy who's been in jail 5 times. Last time he was in jail, they held a knife or a gun to a pregnant woman's belly, one of these two things, and they said, we're going to kill your baby if you call the cops. We're going to kill you and your baby, your unborn baby. This is the guy they're rioting over, okay? So you pull up and they say, okay, this is the guy. You think they're walking up saying, excuse me, sir, how's it going this evening? No, they're very nervous. I'm pretty sure they're on high alert. They're on high alert as they walk up to that vehicle. Never should have happened the way it did. I've seen a lot of different police brutality videos since. It's very interesting how 99.9% of them are all white cop on black person, and it's not that there's that many of them. It's just all of a sudden they find the 3 or 4 that there are, and they bring them to the surface. So we could really hate each other. So to get back, roundabout this back to the beginning, guys, and I'll say this to where we were with Wheeler, because we were kind of doing the question thing for what kind of political party you favor. The bottom line is this. It never should have happened. But it happened. And nobody rioted over Breonna Taylor. 2019, September 2019, there's a guy riding a bicycle in Las Vegas without a helmet. Riding a bicycle without a helmet. Police officers murdered him. Guess how many people came to his protest? Just take a wild guess. 12. 12 people. Yes, Wheeler just nailed it. Wheeler just said they aren't rioting because they want a better America. They're rioting because they want to destroy America. And this is what I said earlier as, I think I said it as, either I said it as Hammerlin or I said it as Donald Trump. But if you don't like our country, you could get the frig out of here, okay? They're taking plenty in Germany if you want to go there. Or do you want to go to Syria? I'll send you to Syria. You can go see Bashir Assad, whatever the hell his name is. And of course, Vladimir Putin. Look, he's Putin in the work. You can't say anything less about him. He's Putin in the work. He's doing it. He's Putin in the work. I got to do a face swap tomorrow of Putin. Because now he's going to be president until like 2463, something like that. He's going to be, somehow they're going to keep his heart going. He'll be the first cyborg president of Russia for over 150 years. No, but something like 16 more years he's going to be in office. That's scary for us because that means he can continue his agenda for 16 years while we switch, hopefully not, but switch from power and control and strength to the sleepiest guy I've ever seen in my freaking life. And then back to power and strength, and then to sleepy, and this guy's just power the whole time. He's putting in the work, of course. This is what you have to understand. You put in the work. If you do it, you get something very good. You understand that this is a very, very good time, or like, oh, sure, look at this, okay?
Hammerlin, it's Vladimir Putin.
Vladimir, how you doing? Good to see you.
I called to talk about the...
That was Hammer Time.
Hammerlin, it's Vladimir Putin.
Hey, Vlad.
How are you doing?
I'm good there.
I called to talk about the hypersonic missile.
What do you got on hypersonics there, Vlad?
I'm not too worried about Trump. I had mine first.
This isn't schoolyard BS there, Vladimir. Okay, you can't talk like you're in schoolyard.
So your hypersonic missile, it might be okay. But I put in the work, and
you put
have one go as fast as speed of light.
It goes the speed of light?
I call it the Putin light.
The Putin light. Oh, yeah.
I am here in Russia. I call you to talk about this. I ripped the lid off.
That's right.
I'm not really sure what this means.
We're ripping the lid off, Vladimir, all the fake news that you're producing.
But I tell you, sometimes it's a good story when you live out there for a while.
That's KGB
we call a smear, okay? I smear them all over the street, okay? Sometimes they say, Vladimir, please don't smear me on the street. You stop, and I stop shooting bullets at you.
Look, Vladimir, when you shoot bullets at people, they don't want to be friends with you. I'm just letting you know. You may not want to shoot people with bullets, okay? Just it's my 2 cents for Hammer Jam, okay?
Well, look, I appreciate you have me on program, Hammerlin. I come back future and help you with politics.
I very much like that, Putin. He is putting in the work. Wheeler didn't see me put on the stash. All right, so that's, I got to get more tape for tomorrow, guys, when we do Hammer tomorrow night. All right, so listen, I'm going to play you the 4th and final episode of today's Donald Trump, and tomorrow I'll probably have episode 5 for you. I got plans now that we found this. Hold on, let's find Hammer. Now that we found this, guys, where is it?
As Lily already indicated, I'm Joe Biden's husband, Joe Biden.
Guys, what a creeper. What a freaking creeper. And remember, hold on. Remember, you could send your Hammer Time hot tips to the Venmo at Hammerlin, and Hammer will go buy himself some scotch. I'm going to go buy myself some tape for my stash. That's right, people. Look, you can't put your Hammer stash on without a good tape job. All right, so just make sure you send your hot tips in, and Hammer Jam will take you to the river. Here we go. Episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show.
It's Hammerlin Jameson back with episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show. Thank you very much for joining me for episode 4 of the Donald Trump Show. Tonight, we get back into Sleep Sofa Joe. Look, we've got a lot of clips to get through, so let's get started.
I'm coming directly to you for ask a quick favor.
I can't believe they use this as their pitch on YouTube. I mean, I've come for you to... It sounds like something out of Close Encounters of a Third Kind. Sleep Sofa, are you from a different planet? I'm trying to figure out what the hell it is that comes out of your mouth. Sounds like gobbledygook.
I can hardly wait to debate him on stage. I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back-to-back. Anyway.
Sleepy, hello? It's not Chuck, okay? But you have a problem with back-to-back meetings? How do you think you're going to do back-to-back-to-back-to-back-to-back when you're president? Look, he's going to have to take a poop-a-doop in between, remember?
Why doesn't he just act like a president? That's a stupid way to say it.
You know, Donald Trump was asked on...
Sorry.
Go ahead.
No, I probably best I don't.
You know, I feel kind of bad for Sleep Sofa. I mean, he looks like he's going to cry. He's like an old puppy dog whining for a bowl of milk. Look, Sleep Sofa, I'm sorry. You know, you have to act confidently if you're going to be president of the United States.
I tell you what, I'm so darn proud. And those poor people who have lost, anyway.
This is your brain on drugs. That's right. Any questions?
I would see to it immediately moving toward, we're in fact in a position now that if in fact we dealt with mitigation across the board, just what we did in the last administration and before, leading to a standard that we provide efficiency for appliances.
Have you ever seen that scene in Scanners? It kind of reminds me, I wonder if they're going to do, you know how they keep doing, we're doing Jaws over. You think they'll do Scanners over and maybe have Sleep Sofa Joe in his, one of the lead characters? I would watch that, even though he makes me want to fall asleep.
I'm ready on day one after more than 3 years in office. Why isn't Donald Trump ready? Mr. President, wake up.
Can you believe that? Did he really just say for me to wake up? Is this Pinocchio and Geppetto is in the background pulling strings? Because it doesn't even look like he's alive. I feel so bad for this guy. I'm going to demolish him when we get into a debate. I mean, honestly, he doesn't even know who the hell he is. And you guys are going to vote for this guy? He's up by how many points? I mean, what the? He can't even speak, people. He said he's going to beat himself. Did you see that one? This is Sleep Sofa Joe saying how he's going to beat himself.
I'm prepared to say that I have a record of over 40 years and that I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Well, let's hear that one more time. Joe, can you do that one more time for us?
I'm going to beat Joe Biden. Joe Biden. I'm going to beat Joe Biden.
Look, I think that's a good place for us to call it a day. He's going to beat himself. I guess I should just hang back and maybe let him fall on the sword. He may walk outside to get the mail and forget to put his pantalones on. Could be a problem. Anyway, I'll see you tomorrow on the next Trump show. That's right. Have a good night.
My man Wheeler subscribed. Loving it, brother. Looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. Hopefully, listen, guys, tomorrow, SNL. We're going to rock out again on the BeatSeat. Another face swap, maybe episode 5. I'm going to drop all 4 tomorrow as one. You can see all the crazy face swaps. Make sure you see Antifa, Joe Biden and his Antifa, my man. Looking forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. You guys are awesome. Let's connect tomorrow. Let's continue to build some positivity. It's Mark Byers. And it's Real Talk.